And welcome back to Return to Shironagasu Island. So last time we encountered a potential murder, maybe? Where Mr. Thomas was immolated. But we're gonna find out what exactly is going on. Alright. Let's begin. Load. Is this our last save? Or is this? Okay. It's completely dark outside. Even the Bering Sea that can normally be seen from the dining hall is not visible. Our main dish is sautéed fish. A bright sauce has been used to obscure the charring of the fish, perhaps to avoid any associations with the burned body. After what happened today, I doubt anyone will have an appetite for beef for the foreseeable future. Oh, come on, Ikeda. That's a little edgy there. Cooked meat. By the way, I heard that a lot of dolphins were recently washed on the beach in Florida. Huh. First I've heard about that. Wow, really? That reminds me, I once petted a dolphin at an event. Ha! Nobody seems to be very interested in eating, even though the main dish has been served. They're all making small talk, just scraping their plates with their cutlery. I get occasional glances. I guess I know what everyone is thinking. If there's a killer on the loose in the mansion, they might be their next target. One of the many ways to kill someone is by poisoning them. Poisoning is the best way to kill someone in this situation. In which case, the detective would likely be taken care of first. In other words, everyone here is looking at me to see if I'm poisoned. That's why they only eat the same foods that I have also eaten. Jacob, who is an alcoholic, isn't drinking any wine. Neneko is looking at me like everyone else. Et tu, Neneko? Hey, you're my assistant. At least show some sympathy. You like all the sympathy you've shown her up to this point? In any case, if someone from the mansion staff were really planning to kill everyone, they wouldn't have been so subtle. There are better ways to kill us all. Poisoning everyone at our first meal, blowing up the guest room building, or hiring someone to mow us down with a machine gun. That's why it's very mysterious how Thomas was murdered. Anyway, I should continue my meal. Otherwise, it will take them forever to finish eating. In for a penny, in for a pound, they say. I resign myself to my fate and eat a slice of fish. What? What the hell? No, this is delicious! Everyone stares at me with murderous gazes. Oh, don't be so angry. I'm just kidding. Ikeda, read the room, buddy. That's not a good time to make a joke like that. Anyway, now that I'm eating the fish without dropping dead, everyone else starts eating cautiously as well. Eventually, the gloomy dinner is finally over. Back to the weird guest house. Jeesh, what a terribly depressing meal. I hate the food, but I wonder if it really wasn't poisoned. I mean, there are slow-acting poisons like diaphotoxin or alpha-amanitin. If they really wanted to poison us, they would have done so already at lunch. It makes me worried. They haven't cleaned up the murder scene. Aren't they going to clean that up? You already finished your investigation, right? I want to preserve the murder scene until the police come, so try to ignore it for now. I don't think I can. On closer inspection, the left side appears to be more badly burned. The table which the vase was on appears to be burned as well. The lights are also broken, and the wall is covered with charring marks. I'm certain that Thomas fell down around here. I'm not interested in any of that. I want to get away from this place as quickly as possible, so bye! Neneko runs away from the crime scene. Well, this is not her job anyway. Ah, well, I should go back to my room. I'm just a detective. What am I going to do about a murder? Phew! Doesn't look like I'll get any rest while I'm on this island. It sounds like the weather is really rough outside. Surrounded by the raging sea, without help from the mainland, I have to stay on this island for 4 days before the ship returns. I'm not so happy about that. Well, I guess I'll just have to do as much as I can. I take the automatic handgun hidden in the lower bottom of my suitcase. That looks like a Desert Eagle, which is a very, very big gun. I don't know. It kind of looks like one. It could be something else. It's like the Magnum from Resident Evil 2, that gun. That's kind of what it looks like. I originally wanted to bring one more, but didn't want to risk having my cover blown. I wanted to bring every gun I owned. Yes, he is the... Ikeda is not a very good dinner guest. I don't want to think about any situations where I'll have to use this. Right, what now? In any case, I should get everyone's testimonies about Thomas's murder. They should give me a better understanding of the situation. However, as I recall, everyone was inside the dining hall when Thomas was murdered. No, I shouldn't jump to conclusions. I can talk to Neneko about the situation in the dining hall. She should remember exactly what happened at that time. If anyone left, even for a short while, then it would be an important clue. I thought I heard a noise at the door. Or was it just my imagination? I don't see anyone in the hallway, though. Eesh. I guess I'm just wound up. Wait a minute. No, I wasn't wrong. Wait in front of the mansion at 8 p.m. An unsigned note. This is pretty shady, to be honest. It's likely that this is a trap. But if it's not, I might learn some important information. Something that shouldn't see the light of day. Anyway, it is almost 8 o'clock. If I'm going, I'll have to leave the room now. What should I do? Huh? A phone call? Hello? Do you have any candles? Did you see my note? I know this voice. Jacob, is that you? Oh, I got it right. I didn't even know what the voice was going to sound like, but I don't want to talk too long on the phone. You never know if someone is listening in on us. Did you see the note? I'd like to meet at the time and place I mentioned. And what if we meet? You're not setting a trap for me, are you? A trap? Don't be silly. I just want to talk about what happened today. Regardless of why you came to the island, you're the only one whose identity I'm certain of. So you're the only one I can trust. I see. So there's something you don't want others to know? Anyway, we shouldn't talk on the phone. We can continue this conversation later at the place I mentioned in the note. Be on time if you want to hear what I have to say. If you're late by just a minute, this conversation is over. Understand? After he says that, he hangs up on me. From the sound of it, Jacob knows something about Thomas's death. This is pretty suspicious, but I really need more information about what happened. I guess I have no choice but to go there. But, of course, I have to make a backup plan. I pick up the phone again and call a number. Sheesh. I should have known. She never picks up the phone. Hurry up already, I don't have a lot of time. I hear a zombie-like moan on the other end. Most people will not recognize this as a human voice. Nanako, I'm going to say something important, so listen carefully. Jacob asked me to meet him in front of the mansion, because he has something important to talk about. He could be trying to lure me into a trap, though. I need you to lock your room. Don't open your door for anyone until I come back. Do you understand? No matter who it is. I'm not sure who can be trusted right now. I wasn't going to open the door for anybody anyway. Ikeda, I don't think you should go, because I think it's really a trap. Right now, I really need some information. Jacob seems to have some important information he wants to share with me. Nanako, if I don't come back, then Jacob is likely the killer. In that case, ask Real for help. Don't say things like that. They make me worried. I really don't think you shouldn't go. Hey, what's the matter? Are you okay? I haven't talked on the phone for a long time, so I started feeling sick. I think I'm gonna throw up. That is... Anyway, hope you'll feel better. I have to go. Wait! Don't leave me! I don't want to tag along, but I don't like being left behind either. And we're supposed to be partners, right? Listening to Neneko's jabbering was taking too long, so I hung up on her. Oh my goodness! Man! cold. Cold. Alright, time to go. I should go to the location mentioned in the note. The main building has become deadly quiet. It's eerie just how quiet it is here. There are no signs of staff in the mansion, probably because everything's been cleaned up. Nobody has seen me come here. Well, nobody that I know about. I approach the big front door. The big door has a regular lock that can be unlocked from the inside. It doesn't have an alarm. Looks like I can just open it. Fortunately, there's no rain nor wind. However, I can hear thunder in the distance. The weather may suddenly become bad. It's almost time, but there's still no sign of Jacob. Guess I don't have to wait for him in front of the mansion like this. I'll hide in the shadows until he shows up and take a look at the surrounding area. Yeah, but but he said if you're even a minute late, the deal's off. So if he doesn't see you, then he probably was just going to take off. Okay, I guess we have to look around now. I don't know if there is good drainage or not, but the road isn't muddy. I don't see any footprints. There's probably nobody else hiding around here. It's still surprising they built that bridge there. It's extremely windy. The bridge is a place where wind gets through. No wonder it's insanely cold on that bridge. A prison, huh? Okay. Black clouds are floating in the sky. Occasionally a bolt of lightning strikes between them. The sound of thunder is still far away, but maybe slowly getting closer. At least there's no rain or wind. Standing in the rain in a place like this would be tragic. There are black clouds in the sky, but it's not entirely dark thanks to the moon above. I don't think anyone can see me where I'm hiding. What an eerie sky. Makes me worried that I can only hide in the shadows. Everywhere else is exposed. Yeah, same thing. I can see light coming from the main building. Light is coming from the area near the entrance, the corridor, and the elevator. Sir Raymond's living quarters are on the fourth floor. Oh, the lights are off there. I wonder where he went. I'm not sure where the servants' rooms are. There has to be a large power generator if they can use this much electricity. It's rather luxurious for a solitary island in the ocean. There's nothing unusual about the mansion. Well, I mean, it is a very unusual mansion, but, you know. I don't see anyone coming out the front door. If the door is opened, I should be able to see light coming from there. Could Jacob be hiding somewhere as well? If that's the case, the situation will become complicated, and we'll have to see who can wait the longest. There's nobody there. Anything else? Lights are on in some of the guest rooms as well. Which rooms are visible from here? The one at the back of the second floor is Riel's. Next to that is Thomas's room. Akira's room is at the front. Of course, it's not strange that the lights in Thomas's room are not on, but it's a little bit odd that the lights in Akira's room are also not on. I guess she might have gone to Giselle's room? I sus Akira and Giselle. Just, they're the ones who seem the most up to something, potentially. Is that Alex's room on the first floor with lights on? The lights are off in Aurora's room. All the other rooms on the first floor are empty. I wonder why they assigned our rooms this way. I'm a bit curious about that. From here I can't tell what everyone's rooms are like. Okay, that's it. These segments are a little annoying because it's like I have to... Oh wait, we got something. Because you have to like click around to find out what the next plot thing is, and it's kind of confusing sometimes. Hang on, I think someone just came out of the mansion. Is it Jacob? I can't tell from this far away. Should I approach them? They appear to be looking around. Huh? What the... Darn! Darn! No way! They just shot at me! What should I do? Should we fight back, or should we wait and observe the situation? Well, we're being actively shot at. I wish there was like a get out of there option rather than wait and observe. This might be suicidal, but I'm going to wait and observe. No, I shouldn't give away my position. They may not know my exact location. I should wait and see how this plays out for a little bit longer. But who is that? Did Jacob set a trap for me? It'd be too simplistic if that's really the case. Whoa, that was a close call. A bullet just missed me. Wait a minute, this is not right. Whoever is shooting shouldn't be able to see me. Are they wearing night vision goggles? That'd be very bad, and I might not survive this. Should I fight back? Let's wait and observe again. No, if I fight back, they'll definitely know where I am. Or maybe they're trying to draw me out. I shouldn't fall for it. I should take a deep breath and look for any opportunities. Huh? Did the door just close? They ran away because I wasn't going to step out of the shadows. Now it's my turn to pursue them. I'm going to find out who that was. I don't see anybody at the entrance. Looks like they don't want to draw attention to themselves inside the guest house. Although they've escaped, I can still catch up with them. Darn it, where are they hiding? Was that really Jacob? Or was it someone else, or other guests, or staff? Hang on. I can hear footsteps. Jacob. Huh? Ikeda. What are you doing here? Didn't you read my note? Hang on. This is strange. He doesn't look like someone who just attempted to kill me. I can see he's not trying to kill me. He looks too calm to kill me. Looks like we need to have a little chat about killing me. Yeah, let's see if he saw anybody. Jacob, did you see anyone suspicious around here? Suspicious? I haven't seen any other guests nor servants. I would have turned back if I'd come across anyone. He doesn't appear to be lying. What do you mean by that? What's going on? Don't tell me that someone attacked you. Now that I think about it, I believe I did catch a glimpse of someone. It could just have been my imagination, though. In any case, that's all I've seen. Did I let them go? Or is Jacob trying to mess with me? Anything else? Hey, what happened? Tell me. Jacob, why did you ask me to go outside? Can't you see what I went through? Thanks to you, I'm now covered in mud. Thanks to me? What are you talking about? Just like I wrote on that note, I've been waiting at the back door this whole time. The back door? What are you talking about? Your note said that I had to wait in front of the mansion. I gave the note to Jacob. This note was left in your room? This is not the note I left. The handwriting is different. What do you mean? Someone switched your note with this one? That appears to be the case. Darn it. This is probably the work of Thomas's killer. I take the note from Jacob and lean in close next to his sleeve. Whoa, hey, what are you doing? Oh, nothing. I don't smell gunpowder residue on Jacob's sleeve. Which means that whoever assaulted me wasn't Jacob. But then who was it? It appears that someone knew about our meeting. It looks like they were a step ahead of us. What do you mean? Did someone attack you? What on earth happened? Nah, no big deal. I only just dodged a bullet. Excuse me. Darn. It looks like they're really trying to kill us. Perhaps even indiscriminately. That would make sense. Does anything come to mind? I didn't want to tell you this here, but I have something to tell you. In a nutshell, I know why, or know how Thomas was killed. What do you mean? Do you know something about the peculiar way he was killed? Yes. It appears to be a method that's superior to what I know of, though. The principle seems to be similar, though. Well, spit it out, man! I'm afraid I won't be able to tell you about the murder method itself. There are other considerations I have to keep into account. Considerations? Yes. Ikeda, let me give you some advice. Don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. You will die otherwise. Your job is only to find out who the killer is, alright? Give me a break. You're asking me to find a killer with almost nothing to go on? That's right. Find the killer and then kill them. That's only what you're supposed to do. Jeez, Jacob. That's kind of demeaning for poor Ikeda. Can't you give anything more substantial to go on? You're persistent, aren't you? Alright then, just one more thing. It was a transparent killer that took Thomas's life. A transparent killer? What's that supposed to mean? It's very vague. It's up to you to think of that as vague or not. But this is what killed him in the end. That's all I have to say about that. Okay. I'm gonna guess it was some sort of a gas. What do you guys think? Murder method. Why doesn't Jacob want me to talk about exactly how Thomas was killed? I don't understand it at all. Do you have an idea who the killer could be? Sir Raymond's message does worry me, but if the murder method that I think was actually used The killer is probably one of the guests. And also, it's a woman. Without a doubt, it's a woman. Watch your back around all women. The killer is most likely female. Whoa, Jacob going full men going their own way here. Female? How do you know that? Enough already, just listen to me, Ikeda. This advice will definitely help you. Huh. You heard it here. Don't trust any women. That's me, Jacob. About the killer. I don't think I'll be able to learn more about the killer and the murder method from him. I better ask him about something else. Jacob, I want you to tell me what you did before and after Thomas was murdered. Hey, am I a suspect? I didn't say that. Gathering testimonies and finding inconsistencies between them is the core of any investigation. By cooperating, you can also help dispel doubts I might have. Now tell me, what were you doing then? Very well. Everyone assembled, and lunch started at around 12 o'clock. I was drinking in the lounge with Riel for about 30 minutes before that. So you were with Riel. Where is the lounge? The lounge is right next to the dining hall. I was drinking the wine I had them decant for me, and Riel came in to talk. Nothing particularly strange happened at that time. Were you in the lounge with Riel the whole time? I believe we left for 4 or 5 minutes mutually, not for more than 10 minutes. You brought your own wine to the lounge? No. I had that maid Abby bring me wine in a glass. I see. Could you tell me what you did in the dining hall after that? As you know, I was just having a meal normally. Well, I did go to the bathroom once, but that was the only time I left. I was gone for about 5 minutes. I don't remember exactly at what time I left my seat. After the meal, we all listened to that recording. I stayed in the hall to think about it, but I went to the bridge because I heard loud voices coming from there. You know what happened next. I'm telling the truth. I can't say that I simply take his word for it, but his testimony sounds truthful. I'll have to compare it to the testimonies of the others later. Will this do? Is there anything else you'd like to ask? Actually, there is. Jacob, do you know anything about the demon of Shironagasu Island? The demon of Shironagasu Island? What about it? So you do know about it, don't you? You saw it, right? That painting in the hallway? The demon of Shironagasu Island is a half-shark, half-human creature from the depths of the ocean. You should look at the painting on the wall behind me. What the heck is that thing? It looks like something from the X-Files. They say that this monster is the demon of Shironagasu Island. Of course, it's just a ridiculous story that's trying to be scary. There are some stupid rumors about people who saw that monster on this island during World War II. I see. So this is the demon of Shironagasu Island. Well, it certainly is a painting made for people with peculiar tastes. It looks eerie. More like an alien than a fish-human hybrid. That's exactly, yeah, that's what I just said. Oversized black eyes, a distorted human form. The only hint of a fish-human hybrid would be the fins on its hands. In any case, I don't think I'd ever hang up such a painting myself. So you understand that it's just a story. Why did you ask me about it? No reason, I was just a little bit curious. But if it was just some scary story, why was Thomas so afraid? It might mean something else that Jacob doesn't even know. Sir Raymond appears to like the creature, but I don't get it. What's so interesting about that monster? Hang on. What is it? Did you remember anything? I just remembered that there was a man who said he saw that demon on the island. I guess he probably mistook something else for it. There was a man who saw it? Where did he see it? Who knows? He disappeared from this island. What? Okay. Yeah, there was some guy who said he knew it, but he just left, and I don't really care beyond that. You know, yeah, that's very professional of you, Jacob. He was frightened like a fool. Might have become crazy and killed himself. Maybe the airiness of this mansion got to him. That's what I heard, anyway. The man who saw the demon of Shironagasu Island and then disappeared? Will this do? This is all I know. Something else, Jacob. On the ship you asked me blood or flesh. What did you mean by that? That's been bothering me too ever since he said it. That has really been bothering me. Ikeda, I told you this already, but don't stick your nose in too deeply. On this island, there are so many things that you really shouldn't know about. Jacob says this in an angry, sharp tone. It's like he really doesn't want me to know about it. Actually, there's something strange going on here. Something strange? There ought to be many people working in this mansion, but I don't see any of them. I wonder where they've gone. People are supposed to be here, but they're not, including Sir Raymond. As soon as I said that, I hear footsteps approaching. I turn my head in their direction. Good evening, Mr. Rutland, Mr. Ikeda. Is there anything I can help you with? Funny how she arrived right on cue. Like, he brought up, it's really weird that there's no staff around, and then all of a sudden the staff shows up. Are they listening in on our conversations? That is to say, I heard that there were some outstanding wines in the main building. I was wondering if we could sample some of them. That's right, Mr. Ikeda and I were having some drinks, and we both became so excited about it, and that's why we came here. I see. Our master instructed me to give our guests unlimited access to our wine cellar. Please, follow me. I will take you there. Did she buy it? Anyway, it looks like we'll get to taste some exquisite wines. Hey, now. Nothing good happens in wine cellars. We all know that. This is our wine cellar. There's a wide selection of alcoholic beverages in the cellar. Not just wines, but other liqueurs as well. This is truly spectacular. Not many hotels in the United States can afford this much liquor. Can we really drink whatever we want? Of course. Please do not hesitate to take anything home with you as well. There are all kinds of wines here, even bottles of Romani Conti. Although those don't suit my palate. Romani Conti, those wines cost more than $10,000 per bottle. I'd like to take a bottle home with me, but, well, I probably wouldn't know the difference between that one and a cheap supermarket wine. I should just take a bottle of whiskey with me instead. Oh, jeez. Now's a good time to have a conscience about it, Ikeda. Nice. There are many types of Ile whiskeys. Most of them are well-aged as well. If you have to pick just one... By the way, the, intense, suspenseful music is still going when we're talking about wine. That seems a little inappropriate, but that's okay. I love this Bowmore Old Sea Dragon, aged 30 years. Good choice. Bowmore has a powerful iodine smell, like peat's smoky flavor, but its 30-year-old variety is an excellent drink in harmony with the scent of sherry barrels that supplements into a rich fragrance. I had it once in New York. Even now, I still can't forget the scent. I'm glad I'll be able to drink it again. But there are really so many kinds of liquors here. It looks like there's a considerable amount of 96% proof rectified spirit. Do you really need this amount? It's almost pure ethanol. Spiritus can also be used for cocktails, but we mainly use it for making fruit liquor. I recommend our limoncello, which is made here in the mansion, by soaking the rinds of pesticide-free lemons in spiritus. Please let me know if you'd like to try some. Fruit liqueur, I see. That explains why there's so much of it. There's also a bar counter in the dining hall. We can always drink there as long as we inform them in advance. Why don't we head there now? My apologies, we'll have to take a rain check. A lot of things have happened today. I'm going to enjoy a nice dram of this beauty alone in my room. You will find ice and soda water in your room. Please let us know if you need anything else. Thank you, I will. Looks like the killer did manage to get away in the end. Or did they? Dun, dun, dun. Abby escorted us to our rooms, so we didn't have the chance to ask Jacob any more questions. It's almost like Abby showed up specifically to mess up their conversation. Yeah, I want to take some of that $10,000 wine home with me. Jeez. In any case, I did gather some new information. I have Jacob's testimony. I also know for certain that whoever killed Thomas is now after everyone. The killer might try to kill all of us. And there's a secret hidden on this island. I suspect that the secret triggered Thomas's murder. Roy Higgins' suicide, the murder of Thomas, Sir Raymond's disappearance, they could all be connected. I think let's just go say they are all connected. Good grief. There's too much information to go through. I'll have to put my thoughts together while I enjoy a wee dram. What are you, Scottish now? While I enjoy a wee dram. Huh? Who's there? Is my mind playing tricks on me? I could swear I just heard this. I just sensed the presence of someone. Huh? The power. Oh no. Mr. Ikeda. Whoa! Oh, Aurora, don't startle me like that. Just come up to me like a normal person. I could have shot you and turned your face into a piece of abstract art. What the heck? Ikeda! She's a little girl. No! Oh my goodness. I lower my gun and Aurora runs to me. Ever since I saw him lying there dead, I can't put it out of my head. I realized that I might have seen something. What do you mean? Aurora's usual cheerfulness is gone, and she's shaking all over. She looks pale and might faint at any moment. Aurora, calm down. It's okay. Did you discover any clues about the killer? I can't remember anything anymore. Mr. Ikeda, run away. You might die if you don't. No, it's not just you. A lot of people might. Aurora looks very confused. She appears to be in a panic. It won't be easy to hear from her while she's like this, but something about the situation makes me uneasy. My intuition is strongly telling me that something is not right here. Don't worry, Aurora. I'll protect you. I'll find the killer soon, and I'll make sure that everyone is safe. Don't you worry. Mr. Ikeda, thank you. But if what I'm thinking is true, you have to be careful. Don't overlook any detail, no matter how small. The truth can only be found in the details. I can only discover the truth in the details? What's she referring to? In any case, I'll have to keep that in mind. Mr. Ikeda, the demon of Shironagasu Island. Aurora contorts her face and appears to be in pain. Hey, are you okay? Aurora, hang in there. I am controlled. There's nothing that I can do. I am controlled? That's weird. That's a weird way to put something. Aurora lets go of my hand and pulls herself away. With a sad expression on her face, Aurora returns to her room. As soon as Aurora shuts the door behind her, the lights in the hallway go back on. What? What just happened? Yeah, what a surreal situation, but why was Aurora so scared? What she said was quite incoherent, but a sweet little girl like her might be feeling the pressure of the situation. Did she really remember something important? Maybe I should talk to her tomorrow when she's calmed down. However, what she just said, the demon of Shironagasu Island, the hell was that about? Darn. I should go back to my room. I need to put my thoughts together. And I need to get my drink on. Phew. Today has been a succession of strange incidences. I didn't expect this to be a relaxing trip, but nothing like this. The message about a traitor, Thomas's murder, Sir Raymond's disappearance, a mysterious assailant, and what secret is hidden in this island. I'm also worried about Aurora, the demon of Shironagasu Island. Could such a thing actually exist? What's going on, and what's about to happen next? Huh? Another phone call? That sound is beginning to get on my nerves. Hello? Who is this? Who do you think it is? Who do you... It's me! Why didn't you answer your phone? I've called you 48 times! Oh, it's just you, Naneko. Are you that stupid? It doesn't matter how often you call me. If I'm not in my room, I can't pick up the phone. Jeez! Ikeda, you're the worst. You're the worst. Are you alright? Were you hurt? Did anyone attack you? I did some calculations. There was an 89% chance that someone would attack you, and a 31% chance that you would die. Those are quite some impressive calculations. Still, I don't want to scare Naneko, so I won't tell her that I was attacked. Oh no, nothing much happened. I met Jacob and we had a nice chat. I don't think his information was all that important, though. You sound like you're lying through your teeth. You really weren't attacked? Oh, you're just imagining things. Why? Were you worried about me? Don't be stupid. I couldn't care less if you died, but I'd be in trouble if you did. I'd die a solitary death. If you're gonna die, do it after we get back home. Oh, what a brat. Was she hiding her embarrassment, or did she really mean that? Anyway, I'm glad Naneko is safe. If something would have happened to her... Eek! The window! The window! Naneko, what's going on? Did something happen? At the window? Did you see anything outside? I don't think there's anything outside. Only the strong wind and the cliffs, but... Hey! Was that something outside just now? Or am I just seeing things? Huh? I have a feeling I won't even get to go to Naneko's room. Hang on just a second. At the window, a monster. A monster was looking at me. Whoa, hold your horses. Did you really see that? You weren't just imagining things? I never just imagined things. I know what I saw. It had a slender body, 6 feet tall. It had 4 fingers and long arms, wet skin. It looked like it was half human, half fish. Naneko was shaking all over and seems to be scared out of her mind. And she has a photographic memory. It's very unlikely her mind was playing tricks on her. Could there really be such a monster on this island? No way, but could it be the demon of Shironagasu Island? It could be the demon of Shironagasu Island. Yeah, but is it for real? Ikeda, are you afraid? Yes, you're scared of that monster, right? I'm not scared, but I bet you're terrified, huh? No, not at all. I don't care what it was. If it shows up again, I'll just have to knock it out. The general consensus is that those kind of creatures can't be defeated. Don't push yourself too much, Ikeda. You're white as a sheet. Your heart is pounding inside your chest. You're probably gonna faint at any moment, right? It's okay. Don't be afraid. If you ask me honestly, I might just be kind enough to sleep with you in your room, so you can feel safe, scaredy cat. Happy that I'm here, huh? Scaredy cat, Ikeda? No, not really. Huh? I know that you're scared, Ikeda. You don't have to pretend. Naneko is screaming on the verge of crying. She's too scared to sleep alone, but just doesn't want to admit it. That's her. But she's not totally wrong. A lot of things have happened, including Thomas getting killed. I'm thinking that's supposed to be italicized too. So I guess I might be a little bit afraid. You should have told me sooner. You're such a coward, Ikeda. I'm at a loss for words. You're a scaredy cat and a useless detective. Aren't you ashamed, pooping your pants, you crybaby? Oh my goodness. Ah. Fish, yeah, it does kind of sound like Fish Slenderman, doesn't it? Okay, that's enough. Hey, what are you doing to me? Let me back in, murderer! Ikeda, I won't forgive you. I'm gonna cry really loud. Hey, wait a minute. I swear I won't make fun of you anymore. Somebody, help! I'm gonna pee my pants. Open the door, you idiot. Pushing me outside. Are you trying to kill me? Now do you know your place? Jeez, dude. Yes. Good grief. Looks like I'll have to spend the night with this noisy brat. I only want to know one thing. Where am I going to sleep? Of course, I will sleep in the bed, and you can sleep on the sofa, right? Whatever. I'm curious, though. This kid is basically a woman. Should she wear something like this when she's alone with a man? This more looks like lingerie than pajamas. Doesn't she consider me to be a man? Perhaps she just lacks common sense. Probably the latter. Not that I care anyway. Hello, Earth to Ikeda. Can I sleep in your bed? Yeah, like I said, whatever. In fact, I should be happy that you want to sleep in the bed. Huh? Hearing someone unreasonable like you say that sounds fishy. Don't you know? The first thing an intruder will do is attack the person sleeping in the bed. That's the most dangerous place to sleep. They say that in high-risk situations, you should use the pillows to make it look like someone is sleeping in the bed and sleep on the back of the sofa or something else instead. Anyway, if you're attacked, try to scream and shout as loud as you can, okay? While you're being assaulted, I'll attack whoever's trying to kill you, so don't worry. I'll put my suitcase in front of the door, so that should buy us a few seconds as well. Nothing to worry about. You can sleep wherever you like. I'll be on the back of the sofa. Hey, Ikeda, did anyone tell you that you suck as a person? You horrible excuse for a human being. I'll take that as a compliment. Now that my ego has been stroked, why don't we go over everything we know? We should be able to find some clues in some of the small details. Come on, Naneko. Show me what you can do as my assistant. I don't really feel like it. Well, we're going to do it anyway. Because I say so. About Thomas's murder. Thomas definitely burned to death, but nothing in the surrounding area appears to have been the source of the fire. That's very strange. Did you notice anything? Thanks for bringing up such unpleasant memories. But you're right. I don't recall anything that could have been the source of the fire. Come to think of it, what? Did you remember something? This may sound weird, but the cobblestone on the bridge where I lay down, it felt unusually warm. The cobblestones were warm? Wasn't it because the sun was shining on them? I don't think they would become that warm just because of the sunlight. It's strange they were not freezing cold in those low temperatures and with that wind. Which means perhaps there was something there that was the source of the fire. The fire that killed Thomas. Someone could have thrown the fire at him. Oh, I'm reading, yeah, wrong voice. But never mind. You would need a powerful fire to burn something there, which means flammable materials might have been used. Or he might have been on fire for a very long time. But Thomas was only gone for around 23 minutes. Then it's unlikely that he'd been on fire for a very long time. Could he have burned to death after someone had doused him with a flammable liquid or something like burned by some trick? So this is rather strange. It's as if it's a case of spontaneous combustion. It's been suggested that spontaneous combustion may actually be caused by the wick effect, where human body fat acts as a fuel source over a long period of time. This doesn't appear to be the case here, though. The plot thickens. Thomas was found burned to death, and the cobblestones were warm. Come to think of it, Thomas's last words were really strange. I'm sure he said something like, Ingerreidment? Ingerreidment? Maybe this is a clue about his killer, but nobody here has a name that sounds like that. Naneko, do you have any brilliant ideas? Well, this is only a guess, but I think he wanted to say, prepare Ringer's solution for debridement of the necrotic tissue. Huh? What's that? Ringer's solution is an intravenous solution used intravenously when a lot of bodily fluid is lost because of burn wounds. Debridement is the surgical method of excising necrotic tissue. These are basically surgical treatment methods performed when there's a large number of burns. I see. Thomas could have been trying to say that. But how could he have known such medical terms? Do regular people use those words? No, wait. When we were in the hall, Thomas told me that he'd been to New York for academic conferences. Perhaps Thomas was a doctor. That's very likely. He did look like a doctor. So he was a doctor until the very end. Well, we wouldn't have been able to treat him anyway on this island. Right. But wait. What if we're thinking about this the wrong way? What if this island actually has advanced medical facilities and Thomas knew about them? I haven't seen anything like that. In this mansion, at least. A medical facility may be hidden somewhere. I'm just speculating, though. Even if we know Thomas's background, the murder method remains a mystery. Jacob said that a transparent killer killed Thomas. He appeared to know something about the murder method, but for some reason he didn't want to go into any details. Huh? Which means that Thomas was killed in an unusual way? What does that even mean? A transparent killer? Transparent. The reason why Jacob doesn't want to talk about it, and the state of Thomas's burns, they appear to be connected. I don't have enough information to go on. I need to hear the testimony of the others. This is all we know about Thomas's murder at the moment. Let's talk about the secret. The secret of Shironagasu Island is still hidden. Well, a secret shouldn't be easy to find, obviously. However, I'm a little bit curious about those iron doors. Those cumbersome iron doors with the wheels? They really are weird. They are totally out of place for a guest house. Strange doors in a guest house built on top of a cliff. I'm just guessing here, but could this have been a prison a long time ago? A prison? So, having those iron doors there would make more sense. Come to think of it, there was a small watch window next to that iron door, right? It could have been used to keep an eye on people coming and going from the prison. Under normal circumstances, I say that you're overthinking things. However, after today's unusual occurrences, but if so, who did they imprison here? I don't know yet, but I don't think that it was just a normal prison. If they secretly imprisoned people on the isolated island in the ocean, that's quite sinister. Maybe human experiments or human trafficking? That doesn't sound implausible. Oh no, not more human trafficking after, Why Am I Dead at Sea? The IC card I received from Ada had quarantine written on it. Thomas had a similar card on him. It was a different color, and the level for it was different as well. I wonder where they could be used. That reminds me, there was a keycard reader outside Sir Raymond's living quarters. I wonder if this card might unlock that door. There might be more hidden rooms where we can use the card key. Perhaps. However, I looked around the main building and didn't see anything like that. The second and third floors looked normal as well. All floors are divided into small rooms, and we're looking for a larger area. Could there be a secret area underground? A secret underground area? That could be possible. Come to think of it, Jacob said that he didn't see most of the people who usually work at the mansion. Maybe they're down there. There aren't as many staff members here as usual? Something doesn't feel quite right about that. Sir Raymond is still missing as well. He didn't appear to be in his living quarters either. Where could he be? But, by the way, what kind of a card reader was there at Sir Raymond's door? What type? I think it was a normal magnetic stripe card reader. Magnetic stripe? If so, I might be able to unlock it. I see! Another one of your special skills, Naneko? Yes, I can help you as long as it isn't too dangerous. It looks like we'll have to sneak into Sir Raymond's living quarters to discover the secrets of this mansion. But that sounds quite dangerous. If everything we've heard is true, the mansion staff might try to attack us if we snoop around. Yeah, that might happen. To be honest, it may not be worth it. Probably better to find out who killed Thomas first. Alright, why don't you see if you can analyze Thomas's card? Sure, but all my diagnostic programs are on my personal Wano. I'll see what I can do when I get back to my room. Personal Wano? What are you talking about? It's the name of my beloved laptop. Personal 110. That is very interesting. In any case, see if you can analyze this card with this Wan thing of yours. Naneko takes Thomas's card and suddenly jumps up. Hey, hang on. Wasn't this card on that burned corpse? I don't want to touch it. Take it back. Oh, don't be so narrow-minded. Take one for the team, Naneko. Ugh. Well, it looks like the magnetic stripe is a goner. If the chip's still working, I should be able to analyze it. If I can break the code, I might be able to clone it. Ick. Alright, do it. We might need to use it later on. I'll see what I can do anyway. Let's ask about the demon of Shironagasu Island. The demon of Shironagasu Island. Naneko, you said you saw it, but does it actually exist? I told you that I saw it, didn't I? There's something really nasty about this island. I bet there are more of those weird creatures living here. There aren't many creatures that can withstand the harsh Aleutian climate. The only creatures with 4 limbs that I can imagine coming to this island are sea lions. I just can't imagine. They might have kept it hidden in the mansion. That monster. Come to think of it, I did hear that Sir Raymond was interested in this demon of Shironagasu Island. Does that mean he actually kept one as a pet? So, it's kept here somewhere? I don't want to say told you so, but told you so. For some reason, Thomas was scared of the demon of Shironagasu Island. Why was that? Jacob insisted that it was just a story, and he appeared very calm when he said so. Could it be that Thomas knew the real truth about the demon of Shironagasu Island? There's definitely a creature somewhere on this island. A hidden monster. But if it's all true and Naneko's sighting was real, it means that the creature is on the loose. It might strike us at any time. Who knows? It may actually be a friendly monster. Did it look friendly to you? No, not at all. It looked like it would kill anyone. Just thinking about it scares me all over again. So about the demon of Shironagasu Island. What? I just told you enough about that monster. Are you pestering me? I think I'm gonna cry. Hey, don't be scared. Come to think of it, Aurora said that it was being controlled. What did she mean? Huh? Well, something felt off when we last spoke. She seemed to know something about the demon of Shironagasu Island. Could there really be a monster like that inside this mansion? Enough about it. Are you trying to make me more scared than I already am? No more talking about that creature. That's it. No more talking about it. Who is on your side? Who is our enemy? I hope that monster won't become our enemy. Are you still going on about that creature? Are you trying to scare me so badly that I won't be able to go to the toilet anymore? I won't let you trick me. I'm going to go to sleep. Well, it's late anyway. So where are you going to sleep? On the sofa or in the bed? Are you asking me where I'm going to sleep? Do you even need to ask? Wherever's the most comfortable, you stupid idiot. Naneko pulls a blanket from the bed, quickly brings it to the back of the sofa. Do you call this comfortable? Of course. I like narrow spaces. This is so comfortable. Alright, I'll turn off the lights. Why do I have to sleep in a place like this? Ugh. I listened to Neko's whining for a while, but decided to sleep in the bed. So many things happened today. I hope that tomorrow will be a quiet day, although that seems highly unlikely. What? Huh? What was that? Oh, I was dreaming. That was a good time to save. Chapter 3. Bloodstains. It's no longer night. The pale morning light shines into the room through the windows. The demon of Shironagasu Island. I think this island is messing with my mind. Well, morning. What is it, Naneko? Are you awake? I couldn't fall asleep because of your stupid stories. Just so you know, I didn't get up early because I whipped myself. I wasn't thinking that at all, but now that you mention it, what if a nagging feeling that you actually did wet yourself? Uh, uh, question. After you turned off the lights, did you see anything strange? Anything strange? No, I didn't see anything strange. I did see that monster in my dream, though. I see. Then it's okay. Anyway, I'm glad that we're both still in one piece and get to see another day. How about we go to the dining hall when we're ready? I hope we don't see more dead people today. Oh, don't say such morbid things. Before I forget, give me your room key. That way I can escape here when someone kills you. You're really trying to wind me up, aren't you? Fine, whatever. I give Naneko my key and we leave the room. Huh? Something's going on in the hallway that leads to the dining hall. I see Akira and Giselle, Riel as well. Do you think someone else was killed? Doesn't look like that. Oh, good morning, Mr. Detective. Hi, Akira. Did something happen? Can't you see? Someone played a prank on us. A prank? The painting on the walls have been covered with blood. I see. A rather provocative prank, isn't it? Some red stuff that appears to be blood has been smeared onto the painting on the walls. I was going to say, it's like, is that really blood? Do we know for sure? I can see handprints on the wall, but four-fingered handprints. That's strange. What do you think, Detective? What does your intuition tell you? I dip my fingers into the blood and smell it. Judging from the smell, it appears to be a real blood. It could be the blood of a bird or a pig. Are you really suggesting that someone brought pig blood to this solitary island just to play a prank like this on us? Is your intuition taking the day off? That brat. She showed her true colors as soon as she found out I was a detective. You have a point. I don't think any birds are bred for food in this mansion either. We can't discard the possibility that it's wild bird blood, but judging from the amount of blood, it could very well be human blood. Human blood like yesterday's? Thomas's body is kept in an outside warehouse, so it would be possible to access it. However, it would take a lot of time to extract blood from a burnt corpse. From a medical perspective, what do you think, Riel? Well, the blood pressure disappears in a corpse, so I don't think you can retrieve any blood using normal blood collection methods. You could extract the blood from the ventricle with a long needle, but I see. However, would anyone take such a risk rolling such a bad prank? They would be immediately spotted. This might have needed too much effort. A special tool would also be required to extract blood. A special tool? Akira looks at Riel suspiciously. What? Don't tell me that you suspect me of this. I wouldn't do anything like this. But you're the only one who seems to have that special tool. Of course, this raises suspicions. Come on, calm down. Now is not the time to quarrel. Whatever. So what are you going to do about this blood? You're not going to leave it like this, are you? It still has fingerprints and handprints on it. Unfortunately, the crime scene will have to be left untouched until the police arrive. Ew, that's disgusting. I can't have any filth around me. Everything needs to be speckless. Speckless? Spotless? I think that's a little more, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. But it's strange. What if the culprit leaves something behind that could be used as a clue? Also, this handprint. Does it really belong to whoever did this? What do you think, Naneko? Don't talk to me all of a sudden. I can't speak in front of people. I feel sick to my stomach when I see this painting, so I'm just going to head to the dining hall. I'm a little bit dizzy. Naneko steps into the hall with an unsteady gait. Oh yes, I want to ask everyone about this. This painting is apparently a depiction of the demon of Shironagasu Island. Do you know anything about that? Demon? No wonder this painting is so horrible. A demon? No, I don't know anything about that. Sorry, I don't know anything either. Giselle, who was apparently standing right behind me, suddenly speaks. I've heard stories somewhere about the monsters that appear on this island, but that's all I know. I'd like to know more about them, though. I see. Alright, thanks. Oh yes, Akira, Giselle, I'd like to ask you about yesterday's incident. Can I have some of your time after our meal? You want to interrogate us? If you must, I have nothing to hide. Just make it short. I'll try to keep it as brief as possible. See you after the meal. I entered the dining hall ahead of Akira and the others, but I don't see Naneko anywhere. I then noticed Naneko standing by the bookcase in the corner. Hey, what are you doing here? Ikeda, I just noticed that a book was added to this bookshelf. It appears to be a picture book, but the book is strange. It's unpleasant. Someone added a book to it? Naneko hands me the book. It's a very thin picture book with only a few pages. If it hadn't been for Naneko, I would have never noticed this book. The Devil and the Children. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun one. The devil screams, blood or flesh. Uh-oh. Yep. We have a callback. Oh boy. Brace yourself. Gulp down the blood. Spread out the internal organs, satisfying many desires. Hang the corpses of the children. Dedicate the corpses to the devil. Corpses to create new corpses and even more corpses. The awakened devil burns a man to death in hellfire. The tragedy has begun. Now kill the adults, driven insane. Burn them to death, chop them up, gouge their eyes out. Gouge and not gauge. And pull out their hearts. The devil desires death. The more struggling, the better. The children summon the devil. It won't stop until I've killed everyone. I shall kill and die. I only desire death. Death. Horrendous death. Eternal death. Yes, the nameless children have returned. These appear to be a child's drawings, but the picture book is frightening. Burns a man to death in hellfire. These are some parallels with our current situation. It's read as if it's a confession of the killer. They likely did not expect it to be found at this point in time. We only happened to discover it because of your abilities. It's not what they expected, so when was this supposed to be found? After this is all over. I think it's meant to be found by the people who will come to clean up this mansion, after we've all been killed. After we've all been killed? Why? For what? To let everyone know the meaning behind our murders. This is meant to show that they weren't accidents or recreational murders. The nameless children have returned. This phrase might mean something. I see Akira and Giselle coming toward us, so I quickly put the book back into the bookshelf. Oh, what are you doing here? Huh? I'm just looking for a good book to pass the time with. Pass the time? I don't think you have that much time to spend, Mr. Detective. What an annoying brat. Really, why is she always stuck up? Whatever. Anyway, we need to sit at the table to have breakfast. After the meal, I'll go into the hallway and call Giselle. Giselle, as I mentioned earlier, I'd like to ask you a couple of things. That would be acceptable. Where would you like to talk? Not in the hall or the corridor, somewhere away from prying eyes. I don't want to have Akira eavesdropping on Giselle's testimony and talking back. In that case, the communication room will do. It's soundproof, so our talk will remain confidential. Guests don't usually go there, but it's likely not bugged. I understand. I'll see you there. Akira, please wait outside. Alright. Hey, Naneko, could you come in here? You can be my human tape recorder. I'm not a tape recorder. But alright, whatever. Let's start then. This shouldn't take too much of your time. Alright. Time for some interrogation about what happened before and after. First of all, could you tell me about what you did before and after Thomas burned to death? Please explain in detail, without omitting anything. Alright, I went to the dining hall with a young lady before lunch started at noon. I recall that nothing unusual happened at that time. After you arrived at the dining hall, as I'm asking that question, Naneko pokes my arm. You have to ask her about something. Giselle had gone back to get something, so she arrived in the dining hall later than Akira. Naneko whispers this to me and I remember it. I remember it too, that's why I'm so suspicious of her. Right, I almost forgot about that. Keep up the good work, tape recorder. As I can feel daggers shooting out of Naneko's eyes, I ask Giselle again. As I recall, you arrived at the hall later than Akira, because you went back to get something, didn't you? What'd you go back for? Oh, my apologies. I forgot about that. Just before I arrived at the hall with the young lady, I considered the fact that there would be an important announcement made, so I went back to retrieve my notebook. The young lady arrived first, and I came 10 minutes later. A notebook, huh? So everyone arrived in the hall in the following order. Thomas, Naneko and I, Akira, Giselle. Please think carefully. When you went back to the hall with your notepad, did you notice anything strange about the corridor or the bridge? No. Looking back, I don't recall there being anything strange about the corridor or the bridge. Were those iron doors open or were they closed? I remember they were open, and I was together with the young lady. When I returned from my room, the doors were also open on both sides. I see. The doors were still open when you returned. When we went to the dining hall for lunch, they were closed, although Abby was supposed to have kept them open and locked in place after that. In other words, if your testimony is correct, someone closed the doors after you went into the hall. There must have been a reason for closing the iron doors. Was whoever closed them also Thomas's killer? After you went through the corridor, did you immediately go to the dining hall? Yes. I immediately went to the dining hall. I was there the entire time after that without leaving my seat. I glance at Naneko. She hesitantly nods to me. It appears that Giselle's testimony is true. Thank you. Everything is clear. Could you tell me what happened when you discovered Thomas's body? When we left the hall, we walked through the corridor and arrived at the bridge. I remember that at that point, both doors, the one on the side of the mansion and the one at the guest room wing, were closed. So when you opened the door on the first side of the guest room building, who discovered Thomas first? It was the young lady who felt that something was amiss and discovered Mr. Harrington. I was concentrating on turning the iron door wheel, so I saw him a moment later. Could you tell me how Akira reacted at that time? The young lady initially believed that there was a fire due to the stench and the black smoke coming out of the corridor. Shortly after, she discovered Mr. Harrington lying in the aisle, and she appeared to be very shaken. When I noticed there was something unusual in the corridor, I immediately understood the situation and kept the young lady away from the door. The young lady's face became pale, and I was afraid that she could faint at any moment. I remember Akira being very upset at the time. Even a strong-willed girl wouldn't be able to bear such a sight. Were you upset seeing the murder scene? I was focused on protecting the young lady, so I did not really pay attention to it. I am required to remain calm under any circumstance to assist the young lady, so I try to control my emotions as much as possible. I see. Thank you. That was very helpful. It is different from Akira's recollection of events, but Giselle also has a very cool-headed character. Giselle appears to be able to remain cool in all circumstances. I can say she is an Iron Lady. In any case, I'm beginning to understand the situation a little bit better. I'd like to ask you about Shironagasu Island. Any trivial rumor you may have heard is fine, so please tell me if you know anything. Unfortunately, I don't know a lot about Shironagasu Island. I only know that it is an island with first-class facilities. They can only be visited by certain people. No, wait a minute. Akira appears to know some things, which means you should have heard some dark stories about the island from her as well. Am I right? Giselle remains silent. She obviously knows some things, but she's not talking. For full disclosure, I have heard some stories about the island from the young lady. However, that's all I can say about them. I am duty-bound to keep what I hear confidential. This is an important investigation into a murder case, isn't it? But you still won't tell me? If you want to hear about them, you should ask the young lady herself. However, I cannot guarantee that she will talk to you. Giselle is a hard nut to crack. I don't think we can convince her to tell us about the island's secrets. I think I've heard enough about the murder. I'd like to know about her background. This is only for reference. You're in the service of the Edgeworth family. Am I correct? Yes, that is correct. To be precise, I am the personal attendant of Miss Akira Edgeworth. Tell me how you entered into the service of the Edgeworth family. Apparently, due to the lady's strong temper, her previous attendance did not last very long. I was originally an employee in the Edgeworth mansion, but fortunately, the young lady took a liking to me and requested me to be her personal assistant. I see. It certainly must be difficult to be able to withstand Akira's temper for very long. It's unusual to see her get on so well with her, but if I consider Giselle's indifferent attitude, the two of them might have compatible personalities. One more question. My apologies if I'm prying too much, but your skin color is quite exotic. What is your ancestry? Oh my gosh, you can't just ask someone why they're not white, or why they're white. No need to apologize. I'm from England. My grandmother was from India, so I'm a quarter Indian. That's why my skin is slightly dark. I see, India. I learned that India was colonized by the United Kingdom and is also part of the Commonwealth. Alright, I think I've asked what I wanted to hear. There's one thing I'd like to try, though. Thank you very much. You've been a great help. That's all I wanted to ask. You can leave now. I wind up the conversation and tell Giselle to leave when out of the blue I say, "Oh, I almost forgot. You know, somebody told me that they saw you release the locking mechanisms of the iron doors." What? Did I release the door mechanisms? They must be mistaken. I didn't even touch the doors. I tried to make up a false testimony to see if she would become flustered, but judging from her reaction, Giselle's testimony certainly appears to be credible. Oh, don't worry about it. The person who told me that wasn't quite sure about it. They probably misremembered it. Thank you for your cooperation. Ah! Oh, well, that took less time than I expected. Giselle, what did you talk about in there? Tell me. That girl. She was trying to eavesdrop on us after all. Guess I made the right decision to use the soundproof communication room. Akira, I want to hear your own version of events. No talking to Giselle before that. Come on in. I'm going to get started right away. Why, you... I've decided that I do not like you after all. Young lady, I'll be waiting outside. Please let me know if there's anything you need my help with. Yes, I'll be sure to scream loudly when he's about to assault me. Oh my goodness. Don't flatter yourself, young lady. Hurry up and come inside. If you don't mind, I'd like to sit down. Is that alright? Oh, of course. This chair is wobbly. Whatever, you may begin. Alright, before and after. I'd like to talk to you about what you did before and after Thomas's murder. You heard most of it from Giselle, didn't you? It's exactly like she said. That is all. Are we done here? It doesn't work like that. You have to give proper testimony. You left the guest room building together. Apparently she left you for a short period of time. I want you to tell me about what happened during that time. Huh. Bossy, aren't you? Fine. We met in front of my room and went to the dining hall together. Just before we entered the place, Giselle said she had left something behind. So I went inside by myself, that's all. The iron doors, were they both closed? No, they were open as usual. I remember that the wind was blowing into the corridor and it was so cold. I think they were somehow locked into place. I see. So they were open. Do you remember what Giselle had forgotten? If I recall correctly, she said she had forgotten her notebook. She told me they might be an important announcement for Sir Raymond, so she wanted to take notes. Did you notice anything else unusual on the bridge or in the corridor, no matter how small? Nothing in particular. Come to think of it, the bridge was quite wet because of the rain. I almost slipped. I wish someone would do something about the drainage. Yes, it was so wet that my trousers got soaked. The wind is so strong and it's cold. The place is dreadful. Wonder how much worse it gets in winter. Winter, huh? Yes, it'll probably be even worse. Could you tell me about the moment you found Thomas? Are you really going to make me remember that horrible moment? We were the first to leave, so we raised the iron door and crossed the bridge. At that time, we didn't feel as if anything was off. But when Giselle opened the door to the guest room building, the corridor was filled with black smoke, and a foul stench came out of it. At first, I thought it was a fire, but when I looked closely, I saw that there was a dead body. It was dreadful. I don't want to see something like that ever again. And Neko was making vomiting sounds behind my back. This is probably not easy for someone with a photographic memory like her. It's as if she's actually seeing the corpse again. I was standing there stunned. Giselle then pulled me away from the door. Then you guys showed up. I guess it happened like that? There's nothing strange about it, right? It indeed meshes with Giselle's testimony. There don't appear to be any discrepancies. Oh yes, did you leave your seat during lunch? No, I never left my seat. When Akira says that, Naneko pokes me in my back. She's lying. Akira left her seat 18 minutes after the meal started. Did she now? So you're saying that she's trying to hide something? Hey, what are you two whispering about? She says that you left your seat for a short time. You left the dining hall once, didn't you? No, I did not leave the hall. Akira's definitely lying. When she came back, a handkerchief was sticking out from her vest pocket, so she probably went to the bathroom. Also, she was gone for 7 minutes, which means she probably did a number 2. That's a little bit too much information in Neko, but thanks anyway. Listen, Akira, if you don't tell me the whole truth, I'll only begin to question everything else that you say. Tell me the truth. You left the dining hall, didn't you? More specifically, you went to the bathroom. Do you really believe what she said? I told you I did not leave the dining hall. She remembers it wrong. Well, unfortunately, that's impossible. Hey, going to the bathroom is nothing to be ashamed about. Doesn't matter if it's number 1 or number 2. I think I just stepped onto a slippery slope. Sure enough, Akira's face turns red and she scowls. Actually, she's glaring at Naneko. Naneko, are you trying to humiliate me by making things up? Why are you messing with me? You always hide your face underneath that crazy long hair. Why don't you show your face? Are you that insecure? Do you want to tell me something? Look me into my eyes and tell me what you want to say. Naneko trembles and hides behind me, as usual. You're hiding again. What are you going to do if there's no one you can hide behind? I apologize. Please don't be so angry. Naneko didn't mean anything bad either, I think. Well, I don't want there to be any doubt, so I'll tell the truth. I did leave the hall once. I went to fix my makeup. You don't even wear makeup. Just admit that you weren't there to have a crap. I nudge persistent Naneko with my elbow in her stomach as she tries to mutter something. Ow! Naneko whimpers and I face Akira. Alright, it certainly is important to fix your makeup. So did you notice anything strange in the hallway? Nothing out of the ordinary, I believe. I didn't see anyone outside. She didn't give me anything to go on. And while she appears not to be good at telling lies, her testimony is consistent with Giselle's. Do you want to discuss anything else that happened at that time? No, it's fine. Your testimony was helpful. Thank you. Can you tell me about Shironagasu Island? About Shironagasu Island? I don't know anything particularly unusual about it. You're lying. You gave me some advice on the ship. That I shouldn't go snooping around too much, if I valued my life. Akira, you know something about this island, don't you? You must have misinterpreted what I said. And even if I do know something, do you really think I would tell someone like you? One person has been killed, and the killer is still out there. There may be other victims. Are you alright with that? Everyone who came to this island is scum, so I don't care if they die. In fact, it would make me happy. Whoa! You can be happy if everyone else is murdered, but what if you or Giselle are killed? You should be on your guard as well. If an outsider learned the secret of this island, things would not end well for them. Even more so for a detective. They would kill you. Not only you, but also that young lady hiding behind your back. I've already come too far to turn back now. And not pursuing the killer would go against my nature. I can't just run away. How foolish. Still, I'm not saying a word. Good grief, she is so stubborn! I wonder if I can find her Achilles' heel and make her talk. The servants probably think that you told me everything about the island during this interrogation. It doesn't matter if you speak or remain silent, you're still in danger. No, staying silent is even more dangerous because then the killer will still be out there. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's too nasty to talk about, and I won't allow them to escape my lips. You're out of luck, detective. I won't talk, no matter how endangered you make me feel. I thought Akira would be easy to talk to. What made you think that? She's been, not the most friendly person this whole time. But she's proving to be quite a challenge. What should I do? Then let's change the subject. Do you think that someone else from the mansion killed Thomas? Or was it someone else? It was someone from the mansion. I'm certain that they wanted to silence him. Sir Raymond mentioned a traitor in his message. Perhaps he was the traitor. I'd like to know more about this betrayal. I know that you'll refuse to tell me anything, though. I'll stop asking about the island for now. Could you tell me about your background and how you ended up here? Would that be alright? I guess I can tell you about that. Akira snorts and starts to talk. My name is Akira Edgeworth. I'm the oldest daughter of the Edgeworth family, a Scottish noble family. The members of the Edgeworth family have been aristocrats for generations, because we've done whatever is necessary to survive. We've made many enemies. You can say our family is much reviled. You once told me that you were coming to this island instead of your father, right? Could you tell me about him? About that man? It pains me to talk about him, but fine, it doesn't matter anyway. My father, George Edgeworth, is the worst of the worst. He clung to power, turned everyone into his enemies, and was always alone. He is terminally ill, and that serves him right. The invitation was sent to my father, but I intercepted it and came to this island instead. You appear to hate your father a lot, don't you? Don't be so spiteful towards him. He's still your father, you know. You know nothing. Don't talk to me like you do. I shiver when I think about the two of us being related. That's how much I despise him. Good grief. There has to be a reason she hates your father that much. Still, why'd you want to come to this island? A solitary island in the ocean? There must be a reason why you wanted to come to a place like this. From what I understand, your father didn't ask you to be his representative. Why'd you come to this island? Well, I wanted to verify something. Akira stops talking. It appears that the reason she came here is related to the secret of this island. Akira, I promise I won't tell anyone about this. It sounds as if it would help with the investigation. But, no, even then As Akira is stammering, I hear the door open. Uh-oh. I assume that Giselle opened the door, but something's wrong. Because the door remains open for a moment, and then it closes again quickly. I can hear the sound of a lock snapping into place. What? What is that? A snake? Ah! Be quiet. Don't make any noise. Slowly climb onto the desk. Someone opened the door and tossed it into the room. But shouldn't Giselle be outside? Did someone else throw a snake into the room? Anyway, I need to focus on dealing with this snake. I don't know if it's poisonous or not. I'm not an expert on snakes. Oh no, if it's Giselle, is she, like, trying to kill Akira? That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Like, because she originally worked for her father, and we just established that Akira and her father aren't on the best of terms. So, it might be possible that, Giselle's trying to, get rid of her. We'll see. I should ask Naneko. Hey, Naneko, is this snake venomous or is it harmless? What do you think? Abubu? Naneko seems to have lost it. She's doing her best to climb onto the desk. I don't think she'll be able to answer me right now. At any rate, this snake is huge. It also looks angered, probably because it was thrown in here. It's ready to attack us at any time. I hate snakes. I hate all reptiles. I just can't. Akira speaks timidly as she crouches on the wobbly chair. Hey, be quiet. Keep your voice down. We'll provoke the snake otherwise. It doesn't matter if she's afraid of snakes or not. We need to know if this one is venomous or not. I could try to squash it by jumping on it, but that would mean taking quite the risk. From where I am, I can reach the door. Ugh. Darn. The door's locked. It appears that whoever threw the snake in here locked the door as well. So the door locks from the outside? Or is it like a lock and key kind of thing? Either way, that raises many, many questions. This lock is the same kind of lock as the one in my room. It doesn't open from the inside without a key. Looks like we won't be able to get out of here for now. Well, did any of the guests bring this snake? Considering that such a creature can't survive in the wild on the island, this has to be a warning from the mansion staff, or an attempt to obstruct my interrogation. Hey, it's coming my way! I can't keep balance in this wobbly chair. I think climb slowly and carefully. Akira, climb onto the desk slowly and carefully. Alright. Slowly and carefully. Ah! Akira almost loses her balance because of the wobbly chair, but somehow she manages to get onto the desk. So my reasoning there is that if she jumped onto the desk, the chair was already wobbly, that I think it was going to drop out from beneath her. That was a close one. I thought I was going to die. We all managed to get on the desk, but I think the snake will be able to get up here as well. I have to think of something quickly. Akira crawls over the communication equipment towards Naneko. They're hugging each other, probably out of fear. Naneko seems to have finally regained her sanity. Hey, Naneko, do you know what kind of snake this is? Snake? No, she's still out of it. Yeah, I know that's a snake, Naneko. I just want to know if it's poisonous or not. Its scientific name is Dendroaspis polylepis. It was named in 1864 by the zoologist Albert Gunther. Its primary habitat is the southeast part of Africa. Naneko, are you out of your mind? I don't need to hear that kind of useless knowledge. I'm asking if this snake is venomous or not. I'm scared. I'm going to faint. Don't yell at me like that. And Naneko, I need you to take a deep breath and calm down. We're running out of time. Is it venomous or not? This is the black mamba. It has a deadly poison that can shut down the nervous system. It's the most venomous snake in the world. Untreated, its bite has a fatality rate of 100%. See, now that's useful information. A black mamba, huh? Actually, I've been bitten by a snake that looked like this one before in Africa. What? You've been to Africa? But the one that bit me had blue skin. Black mambas can be either brown or bluish. This one is the brown kind. But wait, have you been bitten by one before? Yes, luckily I was treated back then. However, being stuck in a closed room on an isolated island with such a deadly snake, this really sucks! I'm assuming he's doing a snake impression. Enough with your stupid dad jokes. Don't you see how serious this is? What are you going to do? How can we get help? Does this thing have any weaknesses? An antidote would be nice to have. If only we had one. I don't know about its weaknesses, but black mambas are very fast and good at climbing. See, I told you, it's climbing up right now. Ah! Oh, no, you don't. I take off my jacket and use it to push the snake down. I managed to make the snake fall onto the floor, but it looks like I also made it angrier. It looks like it's ready to fight. It appears to be deciding who to attack first. Young lady, I heard you scream. Did something happen? Giselle, where have you been? We're in deep trouble here. My apologies. I left my post for a moment because Vincent called me. Is there a problem in there? Because Vincent called you, huh? Vincent the butler? Vincent the part of the staff? Yeah, that's not suspicious. The staff are totally in on this. Totally in on this. Yes, a big problem. Someone threw a venomous snake into the room. We're trying to get out of here, but the door's locked. The snake is right next to the door, so we can't break it down. Giselle, can you somehow open this door? It's locked? I will ask Vincent. You better watch your back around him. The mansion staff may have thrown the snake in here. Vincent may have lured you away from here. I understand. In that case, I will look for an axe or something like this to break the door down. Giselle, you're our only hope. We can't wait very long. What's with the crying voice? We'll be fine as long as we don't do anything stupid. Hopefully. Whoa! It looks like the snake has its sight set on the girl, so it's relentlessly trying to climb onto the desk. I managed to knock it back down each time, but if my timing be off just by a little, the snake might be able to reach them. Darn. I feel bad for the snake, but I have to find a way to kill it. You feel bad for the snake? Why do you feel bad? You shouldn't feel bad. If you don't kill it, we're all going to die, you stupid idiot. Alright, I get it. I need something to kill the snake with. Something like a sharp knife or even a long stick would work. I don't see anything like that, but can you use that chair over there? It's too far away from me, and using a chair to hit a snake seems pretty risky. I have an idea. Naneko, could you check the drawers of the desk you're on? Perhaps there's something sharp like a knife in them. You're asking me to look inside the drawers while I'm in this perilous situation? I'll definitely lose my balance and fall down. Yeesh, I'll do it then. Akira lowers herself, reaches down with her hand and searches the drawers. Whoops! The snake strikes, and Akira quickly pulls her hand back. Here you go. I risked my life to get this for you. Now do something with it! A utility knife, eh? Just barely more effective than using my fist. Still better than nothing, I guess. I'll try to put it to good use. Fortunately, it looks sharp enough. I'm afraid the blade will break if I handle it well. But if I handle it well, I may be able to slice through the snake with it. I hold the utility knife in a way that it won't break easily. I'll have to time this carefully. I'll taunt the snake with my jacket. The moment it bites the jacket, I'll attack it with the knife. Ikeda, don't wait too long. I can't feel my legs anymore. I'm about to fall. Hey, Naneko, don't shake like that. The desk might topple over. Whoa, eek! Naneka and Akira are shaking so much that they're about to lose their balance. The snake sees what's happening and quickly moves towards Akira. It opens its mouth, bends its body, and leaps into the air. Ah! I swing the utility knife at the flying snake. The knife slices through the snake, its blood splattering all over the room. You did it! You cut it in half! Wow, that was some good chopping there, Ikeda. Geesh, for a second I thought this was the end. It appears that you somehow managed to kill it, though. Phew. Wait, don't get off the desk yet. Huh? As Akira gets off the desk, the snake lunges at her, even though I cut it in half. I try to grab it, but I'm too late. The snake's fangs sink into Akira's ankle. Did it bite me? It bit me! No! I grab the snake's head that's still clinging to Akira's ankle and pull it off her. I throw it into a corner, and it slowly stops moving. I've been bitten! I've been bitten! I've been bitten! How could I have known that I could still move? Akira, calm down. Try not to move. Sit on this chair. Hold still. Keep your foot lower than your heart. If I'm bitten, I'll die, won't I? What's even the point? It's no use. I'm going to die. Akira screams and drops down to the floor. Hey, I told you not to lie down. I'm going to die anyway. I'll do what I want. Don't be stupid and just give up like that. I'm going to find a way to save you. If there's such a venomous snake in the mansion, there has to be an antidote somewhere. And what do you think it is? Even if there's an antidote, you'll never find it. Akira releases her gaze and begins to mutter to herself. I move Akira into an upright position. Naneko, is there anything else we can do when a venomous snake bites someone? Remove anything tight. Rings, watches, shoes, because they will become difficult to remove when the bite swells. You're right, I totally forgot about that. I take off Akira's shoe and tear her stockings that cover the bite mark. That's definitely a snake bite on her ankle. Darn. What a mess. I found an axe! Steer clear of the door. I'm going to break it open. We hear Giselle's voice coming from outside. As soon as Giselle breaks the door open, she and Riel rush into the room. Young lady, what happened to you? Perfect timing, Giselle. Could you think of something appropriate to engrave on my tombstone? Something like, here lies Akira Edgeworth, killed by a dead snake. Okay, I kind of like Akira more now. I hope she doesn't die. Akira still manages to joke around. Giselle appears to have understood the gravity of the situation and gives me a quick glance. Giselle, I'm grasping at straws here, but could you find someone from the mansion and ask them if they know of an antidote? This might be dangerous, but could you do it? I will. This happened because I abandoned my position at the door. I'll look for someone and find the antidote. I'm sure it'll be fine, young lady. Giselle quickly leaves the room. Giselle just told me, did Akira really get bitten by a venomous snake? I'm glad you're here, Riel. Can I ask you to help me now as well? I tell her what's happened. What a dangerous situation. We have to get an antidote. The black mamba venom can seriously affect the nervous system. The toxins of the black mamba are mainly dendrodoxin and fasciculin. Dendrodoxin inhabits the potassium channels of neurons, while fasciculin inhibits acetylcholinesterase, I think, eliciting muscle fasciculations. What she says. Neko, you know a lot about this, don't you? Even more than I do. Riel, how much time do you think we have? It depends on the amount of venom injected by the black mamba, but it's usually around 20 minutes. Several minutes have already passed since he was bitten. If we take the time needed for preparation and the injection of the antidote into account, we have 10 minutes at most. 10 minutes and we're looking for an antidote we don't even know really exists. To be honest, it sounds impossible. Excuse me, but I can hear you. I'm just dying here, but I'm not deaf. Could you please keep it down? I really don't need to hear that. It's impossible. Oops, sorry about that. You misunderstood. We were just talking about something else. Don't worry, Akira. We'll find the antidote soon enough. Easy peasy. It's hopeless. I'm going to die. Akira seems desperate. No wonder. I noticed, game, I have not... It's not been lost on me about that remaining time thing up there. Akira seems desperate. No wonder. Anyway, there's no time to slack off. I have to find that antidote. Or maybe look for a different treatment? We may have to. Riel, Naneko, is there any other way to treat the bite of a black mamba? Because she's already been bitten by it, using an antidote would be the best way to treat her. I should have brought my snake bite kit with me. I never expected there would be venomous snakes on this isolated island, though. This is not very effective, but you could suck out her blood. From a doctor's point of view, I can't really recommend that method. Whoever sucks out the blood may also be poisoned. If you use tannic acid, which has the function of coagulated protein, you could neutralize the venom. Tannic acid, huh? What contains a lot of tannic acid? How am I supposed to know? Tannic acid? Oh no, this is like a real timer. Sour persimmons? Well, it's true that sour persimmons contain tannic acid, but where could we get some? I don't think any persimmons grow on this island. I agree. Shall I order some from Japan? Shall I be 6 feet under by the time they arrive here? Enough already! How can you crack jokes at a time like this? I can't believe I'm going to die surrounded by such horrible people. Oh, woe is me. At any rate, we need to find an antidote as soon as possible. Right, the antidote. Find it as quickly as possible. Where could it be? Not an easy answer. Dining hall, I think. Let's head to the dining hall. Perhaps Jacob is still there. He knows about this mansion. Maybe get something from it. Yeah, he does seem to know a lot about this mansion. I knew you'd be here. What is it? You look distressed. Did something happen? Actually, Akira's bitten by a venomous snake. She won't make it unless we find an antidote. Jacob, would you happen to know where they keep one? A venomous snake. Don't be silly. Why'd there be a snake on this island? Tell me you're drunk as well. A strong scent of alcohol wafts in my nostrils. Looks like he's drunk again. Hopefully I can get some information out of him. Okay, unfortunately it's true. It appears that someone from the mansion threw a venomous snake in the room to threaten us. Someone from the mansion? That must be because you're sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. They must be afraid the mansion's secrets will be exposed. That's why I told you not to snoop around so much. You can lecture me later. About the snake. It's a black mamba. You haven't know anything about it. Do I look like I know anything about snakes? No, wait. Come to think of it, Sarima and I once spoke about snakes. The name sounds familiar, but are you sure? Do you know where we could find an antidote? An antidote. I can't think straight at all. May remember something, but drink a bit more. Hey, it's not a good time for jokes. Scientifically, he's correct. When you drink alcohol, you have a higher chance of remembering something. The mind sinks, words float. I think he just wants to mess with us. Do I think we should give him some wine to get information from him? Then come back if you want to talk to me. Now I'll have a moment of clarity. Don't forget to bring me some good wine the next time you come. I'll think about it. Alright. Did you get the antidote? Why do you smell of alcohol? Have you been drinking? Don't be silly. You're mistaken. This is unacceptable. Good grief. Did Jacob smell of alcohol roll off on me? What am I supposed to do now? Go to Sir Raymond's quarters. I'm going to go to Sir Raymond's quarters. There might be an antidote there. I'll get things ready so the antidote can be checked as soon as you find it. Thanks, Rio. I'll leave that to you. Okay. We have the key card. Hopefully that'll get us into his room. Darn. What? What's wrong? The elevator doesn't come down when I press the button. Someone from the mansion did this as well. Seems like it. There must be a staircase somewhere we can use to get to Raymond's quarters. The stairs are probably blocked too, though. They're trying to host hard to prevent us from reaching Sir Raymond's living quarters. Doesn't mean there's an antidote there? I don't know. I wanted to make sure something wasn't found that had it somewhere unusual, or have someone carried around with them. I think that snake of the communication was quite dangerous. Whoever did that might have an antidote on them. The $1,000,000 question is who threw the snake in there? Darn, let's go back to the incantation thing and buy out some more. Okay, did you find the antidote? You didn't find it. What should I do? Stay here. There's no point running around aimlessly. We need to come up with a proper plan. It's good to have a plan, but I can't think of any place for an antidote. Just think logically. If I were to keep a venomous snake on this island, I would most likely have an antidote somewhere close to where I kept it. That makes sense. I think if we kept its pet, there's likely to be an antidote inside Shironagasu's living quarters. There's a good chance we can find an antidote, but how can we get in there? Akira will die. Let's see if this leads to anything. Right, we have to act quickly. So, well, we already did that. We'll use the stairs. Okay, we'll try it. What are we doing? Keep scurrying about. Don't be planning something strange. Hey, when I was ever up to no good, I'm not doing anything bad, but it's a time scale, but it has desperate measures. Akira's been bitten by a poisonous snake. She won't make it if we don't find an antidote. What? Poisonous snake? On this cold island? I wish I was kidding, but unfortunately I'm not. Do you have no way we can find an antidote? An antidote? No, I have no idea, but wait a minute. You're really telling me the truth. If you think I'm lying, just really communication you want to see for yourself. Anyway, everyone's running around right now. If you go, turn that to a set with Akira. No, I believe you, but where could the antidote be? To be honest, I'm not sure. I was thinking about going to Suramen's living quarters because I thought they were suspicious, however they appears to be out of order. I don't think of emergency exit, but also locked. I'll go look for an antidote as well. Any help? Okay. Why did I accidentally the emergency? Did you try to sneak through? If that's the case, Alex is a bit shady as well. That guy's up to something. We have bigger fish to fry. We'll find that antidote. Alright, what should we do? Go back to the... Yeah. Alright, so nothing there. Alright. Dining hall. What do you need wine for? Okay, so we're gonna go get the wine. Bring me some wine. Drinking is bad for your body. Alright. Missionary, fine for men. Grab it. I'm gonna have to skip some of this because it's like we're on a timer. What wine are you gonna get? I'm pretty sure he owns. He already is drunk as a skunk. Pick whichever bottle. All right. Been waiting for you. You got me some wine, didn't you? Pick this one randomly. All right. Yeah, whatever. As for the end, I tried to recall that conversation. I did hear that Suruman owned a venomous snake. Yeah. All right. I think you should forget about trying to save her. If someone mentioned they've already disposed. Yes, sir. The antidote is right here. Now that her life is at stake. It's not like you know her, bro. She's just a stranger. Jacob, don't be angry at me. It's your fault this happened in the first place. There's still hope. Alright, so that was a waste of time. Okay, don't lose hope. There's anything that I almost rather be dead. Alright, can we go back? Alright, is the elevator working? Let's see. Looks like it's not working. Okay. Slaloming. What? Better neutralize. Well, what do I do? Festival with appropriate. Where are we all overlooked? I don't get it. What is? Where the end where could it be? Other. If what I'm thinking is correct. Alright, let's just see what we can do. So, you really came back. You're very precious. Here's the other way. Could it be? Really, there's always something. What do we do? I'm really confused. What have I overlooked? I'm very confused here. I'm very confused. Is early. There has to be. What if one of us does have an episode? What's the end of it? Because we're getting, huh? Leaving it. Where is it? Oh yeah, that's right. There's a black mamba. I think I've been bitten 3 times. So I was bitten by black mambas 3 times! Oh my gosh. Yes, then we might have black hand. Oh yeah! Oh my gosh. That was stressful, and I had to skip most of the dialogue because of that. Phew, that was a very close call. The blood transfusion was a success and appears to be out of danger. So Ikeda was bitten 3 times by a black mamba, and he's so poisoned by it that his blood was a natural anti-venom. Okay, that's weird. Akira, how are you feeling? My leg still hurts, but it's no longer numb. It looks like Ikeda's blood was the perfect antidote. I'm so happy. As much as I want to complain, and I won't. Thank you for saving my life. To be honest, I'm kind of used to being chastised. Anyway, I hope you're feeling better. Young lady, you are healed! Giselle, you're back. Oh, Giselle, you're back. Did you manage to find any of the mansion staff? I'm sorry, I could not find anyone. I see, how strange. Anyway, I'm just glad that this is over. Ouch. You should lie down a little bit longer. I've always been a quick healer. Don't worry about me. Could you all leave me for a moment? Everyone except for Ikeda and Naneko. But young lady... It's okay, Giselle. Just wait outside with everyone else. As you wish, young lady. After everyone has left, Akira sighs deeply and leans against the wall. I'm still a bit shaky, so I'm leaning against the wall. I hope you don't mind. Of course, that's okay. You want to know more about this island, right? Alright, I'll tell you everything I know. Are you sure? You might be targeted again by people from the mansion. I won't be threatened and silenced anymore. Besides, I owe you my life, don't I? Listen. Just accept this favor before I change my mind. Alright then, tell me what you know. Tell me about the secret. What's the secret of Shironagasu Island? Oh, to put it simply, there was illegal prostitution happening on Shironagasu Island. Prostitution? On a solitary island in the middle of nowhere? That's rather unusual. What made it illegal? Were there minors involved? That's right. Not only child prostitution, but human trafficking as well. I heard that many terrible things happened here, such as... The girls who came here were given colored ribbons. The colors indicated how they could be treated. The colors were red, yellow, and blue. Girls with red ribbons were allowed to be killed with impunity. Sadistic men killed many girls with red ribbons. Oh, that's... Good grief, how terrible. I have a few questions. If illegal prostitution was really taking place here, where did all the girls disappear to? Who knows? I guess someone spilled the beans, so they went out of business. They might have taken the girls away or even hidden them somewhere. I wonder if that's what happened to them. I have a bad feeling about this. Come to think of it, Jacob told me that there were fewer people than usual in the mansion. Maybe he was talking about the girls? I wonder where they are. There don't appear to be any hiding places on this island. Maybe there's a secret cave somewhere. A secret cave, huh? But why do you know all of this? This isn't something you can easily discover. Did you hear about it from your father? Stop bringing that man up. A friend of his told me. I think he was drunk at the time and he was very talkative. He kept going on about horrible acts, as if he was enjoying my reactions. There are all kinds of scumbags in this world. He might have really enjoyed watching our reactions. I know what he was trying to achieve, so I pretended to be as unresponsive as I could. I really wanted to throw up, however. He told me about some terrible torture somebody carried out, but he might have done it himself. He just knew too many details about it. Could you tell me more about his background? Sure, but I don't think it'd be helpful. He was the second son of an ancient aristocratic family and a wealthy businessman, the CEO of his own company. His talkativeness was probably his downfall. He disappeared on this very island. He disappeared on this island? I don't know all the details, but one day he suddenly went crazy and disappeared. I think he was probably liquidated. In the eyes of the mansion, he was a traitor. Could this be the man Jacob mentioned? I see. It's no surprise that he was liquidated. However, this man was no commoner. This means these people are willing to kill anyone. Prostitution, torture. Are these the only secrets of this island? Do you think there is something else? I can't even imagine what it would be. In any case, that's all I've heard. It should be relatively easy to keep those secrets on this isolated island. I just can't understand why they would build all of these buildings here. Really? That's a good enough reason if you ask me. In business, as well as in life, you don't get something for nothing. I don't know how much money prostitution and human trafficking made them, but they took considerable risks for it. If they were exposed, they would all be arrested. Besides, Sir Raymond was not someone who struggled financially. Something about this just doesn't feel right. There's definitely something more going on in here. I almost forgot about this. Akira, have you ever seen this icy card before? A card? Quarantine level 2. What a strange card. I think I've seen something similar before. It was a different color. I believe it was a red card. Red. Naneko, could you give me the other card? Do I really have to? Naneko reluctantly takes out the card wrapped in a bundle of tissues. That's it. That's the one I saw. I saw that man holding the exact same card. Why is it covered in soot? Oh, this was Thomas's card. Do you know where and how I can use it? No idea. I'd like to know myself. You can probably use this card to enter some sort of quarantine zone. I don't know where that could be, though. Quarantine zone, huh? I wonder where it is. Well, I don't think I'd really want to see it, though. Come on, Akira. You promised me you'd tell me what I needed to know. So why did you come to this island? Okay, fine, I'll tell you. Akira sighs deeply and begins to talk. I wanted to see this place for myself. My father is a cold-blooded, merciless man who never shed a tear, but he isn't the kind of man who would use the services of prostitutes. However, they say that everyone has more than one side, so you can never know for sure. That's why I had to see this place with my own eyes. And to see if there was something else here. You might forgive your father, is that what you're thinking? I will never forget that man for what he did to my mother. Even when she was about to pass away, the only thing he cared about was work. He rarely showed his face at the hospital because he was too busy with his stupid work. Maybe I just needed a reason to truly hate him. Well, I think that's reason enough, though. So that when I finally knew the truth, I could curse him without hesitation. I couldn't stand the fact that he was hiding something from me, that's all. I've told you everything I know. I only heard about this island from someone else. I don't know what's really going on here. This is more than sufficient. Thank you for your help, Akira. Something is definitely fishy here. It seems I really have to watch my back around the servants from now on. Was Thomas killed by someone from the mansion? Is Sir Raymond the mastermind behind all of this? No. Something just doesn't add up. At any rate, there's no turning back. I'll do just as much as I can. So we're done, right? That's all I can do to help anyway. Promise me that you'll take care of the situation and protect us. I can't guarantee anything, but I'll do my best. So I can't rely on you at all, can I? Oh well. Jeez, Akira, we just saved your life. By the way, Naneko. Yeah? I thought you were trying to hide your ugly face behind that long hair, but I was mistaken. You're actually quite cute. But you're a little bit smelly. When was the last time you had a bath? Even with that beautiful hair and a pretty face, a bad smell will ruin everything. Come to my room later. I'll show you how to become a proper lady. Whoa, what's going on there? It looks like Naneko was trying to decline Akira's offer, but she stutters so much that no one can understand what she's saying. Well, she does smell a bit. Plus, it might be good to let Akira give her a hint of femininity, as she doesn't appear to have any to begin with. As I'm thinking of that, we leave the communication room after many twists and turns. Sorry I kept you waiting, Giselle. We're all done. I'm terribly sorry for my mistake, young lady. If I had left my post at the door, this wouldn't have happened. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm still alive, but be careful next time. The killer is still out there. Ouch. Are you alright, young lady? Please lean on my shoulder. No need, Giselle. I can walk by myself. Goodbye, Mr. Detective. I'll see you later, Naneko. Despite the pain in her leg, Akira still tries to walk to the guest room building, hunched over with a strange gait. Whoa! What the heck? Don't surprise me like that. What's with the sudden scream? My chastity is in danger. Akira is gonna violate me. Oh, you were thinking about Akira? Hey, don't worry. She's just gonna douse you with perfume and bring out your cute and fluffy side. That will make me want to die. My nerves are not strong enough for that. Oh, really? Well, good luck and try to enjoy yourself. Help me, Ikeda. You're my partner, aren't you? Help me. I don't want to die. I dragged Naneko, who was clinging to me, to the guest room building. If it isn't Mr. Ikeda, you did a great job back there. Huh? Naneko, what's going on? You look so pale. Oh, oh, don't mind her. What are you two doing here? Well, I noticed a strange smell coming from this empty room. A strange smell? From this room, huh? I'll lean toward the door of room 105, situated at the far right, and take a whiff. Although it's an old door, it's almost airtight, so it should contain most smells. However, when I press my nose against the keyhole, I can smell a strong stench wafting toward me. It smells really bad. It smells like blood and rotten meat. What should we do? Should we tell the mansion staff to open it? We can't trust them anymore. Besides, Giselle also said that she couldn't find any of them. It's okay. I can pick locks like this one in my sleep. The door has a warded lock, just like all the other doors in this building. The security awareness of this place is rather low, but it's not so surprising considering that we're in the middle of the ocean. I begin to pick the door with my trusty lockpick. Warded locks are not very complex. All you have to do is rotate the lockpick while avoiding the obstacle on the inside. It takes me less than 30 seconds to pick the lock. Oh, that didn't take you long at all. Calling me impressed, you'd make a great thief. Indeed. You haven't been using that skill for nefarious deeds, have you? Can you stop mocking me already? At least show me some gratitude. I try to ignore them and open the door. Oh boy, what's going to be in here? Oh, what the heck? As soon as the door opens, we're hit by a foul odor of putrid blood and rotten meat. Words cannot describe how awful fecal odors are. The strong smell makes everyone in the room hold their noses at the same time. Ugh, what a terrible smell. The room is so dark that I can't see a thing. The switch doesn't work. There doesn't appear to be any electricity. This is eerie, but we must find out what's going on in here. That's a dead body. Looks like the light bulb is removed from the lamp. It appears this was done on purpose. I wonder why. Well, go to your room, get the light bulb, and bring it back. That's what I'd do. Nothing unusual about the mirror. There is a Louis Associé guest book and a notepad, just like in all the other rooms. There's nothing unusual about it. Doesn't appear to be anything written on the notepad. Lights are off, nothing unusual. Weak light barely shines through the windows. The weather outside is rough as always. I can barely see anything in this dimly lit room. The strong wind is shaking the windows. There's nothing unusual about the sofa. Nothing special. Nothing unusual about the phone. No, wait. There's some small bloodstains on it. Nothing else. No need to look at the phone again. There's an Isle of the Dead painting on the wall. It's a nice painting, unlike the room itself. Nothing unusual about it. Given the situation, it does creep me out a bit. Something appears to be stuck to the wall. I wanted to take a look at it first. First, I want to make sure the room is safe. Someone could be hiding in here. The bed is soaked in blood. There appears to be something underneath it. I should be careful. I should look elsewhere for now. Okay. Psst. I signal Riel to back off and open the bathroom door. It's alright. There's nobody in here. Everyone behind me breathes a sigh of relief. There's nothing unusual in here. I should inspect the room. Alright. What else are we missing? Strong wind. Lights are off. What am I missing? What is this thing on the wall? It looks like... it appears to be human skin. Or more specifically, facial skin. Excuse me for a moment. Alex runs out of the room with a pale face. It would actually be better if everyone went outside so that I can preserve the crime scene. I'm feeling a little bit nauseous as well. Would you mind if I left? Hey, stay with me, Riel. You're the only doctor on this island. I already told you this, but I'm a physician. You have dissected a body before, haven't you? Yes, I have, but dissecting a slaughtered corpse is a different story. Wait, have I ever dissected a slaughtered corpse before? I don't think I have. No, I haven't. You're the only person here capable of doing this. Hey, Naneko. 10,009, 10,037, 10,039, 10,061, 10,067, 10,069, 10,079, 10,091, 10,093, 10,099. Naneko was mumbling and talking to herself, probably to escape from this horrible reality. I'm not sure what she's counting, though. Prime numbers? Hey, I don't mind you counting numbers, but at least take a look around the room. That wasn't a nice thing to say. Why are you forcing Naneko to see this? She may look stupid, but she's actually a genius with a photographic memory. Her abilities can be very helpful at times. Wow. I wonder if she knows about everything. But as a doctor, I can't really recommend letting a young girl see this. She might become traumatized. Well, it's not like I have a choice. She'll just have to hang in there. Good grief. Maybe you're right. What can I say? I don't know what to say other than hang in there, Naneko. 12,323, 12,329, 12,334. Alright. I don't think this was an accident. Someone must have peeled this person's skin off. I wonder if whoever did this is the same person who killed Thomas. We don't know yet. However, our most pressing issue is identifying the corpse. You're right. But we were all together until recently, and I don't think that anyone has disappeared, so who is this? No, there's one person who is missing. Are you suggesting that... We'll probably know for sure when we pull this sheet back. Uh-oh. Let's pull the sheet back, Riel. Alright. I'm not scared, I'm fine. Let's do it. Ew! Oh boy. What a horrible spectacle. Hey, Naneko. Don't make me look at it. Don't make me. Please, leave me alone. Don't worry, I won't force you to this time. Go back to your room and be quiet. Thank you. Naneko runs out of the room as fast as her feet can carry her, crying her eyes out. I think you made the right decision by letting her leave. Naneko would be scared for life if she saw this corpse. I'm not a total merciless jerk, you know. I'm just mostly a merciless jerk, you know. It balances. No mercy for me, then? Or are you just trying to rattle my cage? I'll make it up to you somehow. I'm looking forward to that, Ikeda. Let's begin the post-mortem. Riel puts on her vinyl gloves and begins to examine the condition of the corpse. There are facial skin defects, binocular defects, and orbital muscle defects on both eyes, seemingly caused by a sharp object. The nasal cartilage and auricle are also damaged, and part of the nasal bone is exposed. Many stab wounds are found in the orbiculus oculi, gingiva, teeth, hard palate, and tongue. I've seen these kinds of scars before. They are similar to the scars made by mercenaries and mafia during torture. They do this by sticking a knife into the mouth and then digging out the teeth. Oh my gosh. I really didn't want to know about that, but you might be right. Judging by the bleeding and the wound conditions, these cuts were likely inflicted while the victim was still alive. His skin was peeled off and he was tortured alive. I can't even fathom that. Whoever did this must have had quite a grudge against this person. The cut on the tongue is relatively shallow. This was probably done intentionally to avoid dying from suffocation and blood loss. The torturer wanted him to suffer as much as long possible by keeping him alive. I have seen a lot of dead bodies before, but this is the most horrible one of them all. It makes me want to avert my eyes in disgust. So what do you think? Do you know who this is? His face has been deformed beyond recognition. We should look at the rest of the body. My thoughts exactly. I'll move on to the chest. Riel gradually removes the sheet further, revealing the body's chest and abdomen. A deep cut that continues all the way down to the abdomen is visible in the center of the torso. Some of the victim's intestines can be seen protruding from the cavity in the abdomen. A strong, rotting smell permeates the air. I think I know exactly who this is. What do you guys think? You know who it is? I think I know who it is. Although the clothes are badly damaged and bloodstained, I can see that they were once a black tuxedo and a white shirt. There's a deep cut that runs from the chest to the abdomen. The chest is much more deeply cut, however, similar to a median sternotomy. There are also several cut marks between the breastbone and the costal cartilage. What's wrong? The heart is missing. It appears to have been removed. The heart? Riel, from a medical point of view, how hard is it to remove someone's heart? Honestly, it would be a lot of work. To remove it, you would have to cut through the breastbone and the ribs or fix them in place, and then disconnect and remove all of the blood vessels connected to the heart. The heart is a vital organ. It can't be damaged easily. I didn't know that. I thought that was a biological pump. Next time I see a heart, I'll give it proper respects. However, because it takes a lot of effort to remove a heart, I don't think this is just a simple grudge. Whatever happened to the other missing body parts is also a mystery. The only thing left in this room is the victim's peeled off facial skin. Where could the other parts be? Were they thrown out the window, perhaps? It's possible, but why would the person who did this want to throw them away? Maybe they were a psychopath. Who knows what they're thinking? Huh? There's something inside the chest cavity. Riel strains her face and pushes her hand in the open chest. She removes a card from it. Private key Dan Raymond. I found some sort of card where the heart once was. Riel hands me the card and I place it into a plastic bag. Because the card is covered in blood, it's difficult to make out what's written on it. I wipe the card. It says Dan Raymond. As I expected, this is Sir Raymond's body. Its physique is similar to that of a portrait of him that hangs at the entrance. Yep, I knew it was Raymond. We can't know for sure, but it's probably him. Maybe the killer wanted us to know who they killed, or this could be a trap. The card also says private key. Could this be the key to Sir Raymond's living quarters? I can't believe that Sir Raymond has been murdered as well. Does this mean that the killer isn't someone from the mansion after all? It's too early to say. Riel, what's the estimated time of death? Let me see. I'll check the rectal temperature. Ew! Ew! Don't think about that too much. It should be ready very soon. After a while, Riel removes her thermometer from the corpse's butt. The rectal temperature can be referenced with a sigmoid curve that eventually becomes the same as the room temperature. Based on the reading, I would say that he died approximately 12 hours ago. That recently? So during the storm last night? The monster of the island that he saw, could that have been involved with it? However, because his abdomen had been cut open, there might be some deviations. 12 hours ago, it's 2 p.m. right now, which means he was killed around 2 a.m. So someone asked him to come here around that time, or maybe even earlier. I remember hearing strange moaning when we arrived on this island. Could that have been Sir Raymond? Perhaps he was asked to come here and was captured right after we arrived on the island. Even so, leaving his corpse here after killing him is a very bold move. Perhaps the killer had only time to capture Sir Raymond. They then came back and tortured him later. But that means that anyone could have been the killer, even the guests. However, Sir Raymond knew that there is a traitor in our midst. I don't think it'd be easy to kill someone like him. Hey, Ikeda. This is all I can find out about the corpse for now. If you don't mind, I'd really like to get out of here. Yes, thank you. You've been a great help. However, This means that our situation has gone from bad to worse. I think we should tell everyone else about this. We have to think about how we should deal with the mansion staff. Suddenly, the door is unexpectedly pulled open. What? Vincent! What? Vincent silently approaches the corpse from the bed and looks at it. I notice that one of his eyebrows is slightly twitching. Without saying a single word, Vincent storms out of the room. That gave me a fright. He just barged into the room and there was something strange about him. He didn't even say anything when he saw the body. It was certainly strange. When he saw Sir Raymond's body, he didn't appear to be surprised. I have a really bad feeling about this. Same here. Anyway, let's get out of here for now. This horrible stench will seep into our own skins otherwise. You're right. I'd be running after Vincent with my gun drawn and telling him to get back here so we could interrogate him. Because that is suspicious as heck. I'll keep this room locked for now. I'm curious about Vincent's actions, but we should all stay silent and remain in our rooms for now. What? That is a terrible idea, Ikeda. Why would you do that? Ikeda, you are not a very good detective. Real, I have a favor to ask. Could you inform everyone about this? Yes, alright. It would be better if you used the internal line. Right now we don't know who the killer is. It might even be one of the guests. I don't like this one bit. Alright, I'll be on my guard. I'll call you later. Alright, see you later. Phew. I guess I should go back to my room as well. Darn. I gave my room key to Naneko. No answer. I guess Naneko isn't in my room. Could she have gone to Akira's room then? Forget it. I'll just pick the lock. Yeah, pick that lock. Huh? Where are my lights on? What's that sound? Oh no, somebody's taking a shower. It doesn't appear that someone's been through my suitcase, so I'm convinced that someone's been inside my room. That sound doesn't appear to be coming from outside, so where's it coming from? Nothing unusual about the mirror. I should look at something else. Nothing unusual about the bed. Although it appears to be disturbed a little bit compared to this morning. Nothing major, though. Now is the time not to look at a painting. The sound appears to be coming from my bathroom. My room doesn't appear to have been vandalized, but I see some strange footprints on the floor. Darn, this isn't good. Could it be that whoever killed Sir Raymond and Thomas is inside my bathroom? I have a bad feeling about this. Holding my gun, I open the bathroom door. Uh-oh, we're about to get some wacky anime hijinks. Walking in on someone showering. Huh? The sound is louder in here. It sounds like a shower echoing from the bathroom walls. I have a bad feeling about this. I should look around. The mirror is steamed up. Doesn't appear to be anything unusual about it. All this steam means that hot water is constantly running in the bathroom. What about the sink? And there's some drops of water in here, which means it was recently used. The question is, by whom? Who could be inside? The clothes basket. I want to take a peek to see what's inside, but it's too close to the bathroom. My silhouette would be visible through the cache. I should enter the bathroom first. It appears that the sound is echoing in the bathroom. I can't see anything because of all the steam. Could somebody take a bath without my permission? Mineko hates baths, so it can't be her. Besides, after everything that's happened, I can't imagine that a scaredy cat like her would dare to take a bath alone. I don't hear her voice coming from inside. That means that someone isn't taking a bath, though something is definitely strange here. I should inspect my surroundings. Darn, I guess I'll have to open the bathroom door. However, the door is very heavy and made of glass. If there's a criminal inside, they may attack me as soon as they notice the door opening. I'll have to open it carefully to avoid being seen. I crouch, get close to the glass door, and gently push the handle. What the... Naneko and Akira are taking a bath together. But why are they in my bathroom? Did Akira mistake it for her own bathroom? They're also wasting hot water by letting it run like that. I quietly put the gun safety back on and holster it. But now I'm in an awkward position. I have to get out of here without them noticing me or things would become rather complicated. However, as I try to move the door, it doesn't seem to budge at all. Or is it stuck? Wait a minute. What am I trying to push a sliding door? How silly of me. I can close it if I pull hard enough without making a lot of noise. Hey, Naneko, you've been silent for a while now. Why don't you say something? Hey, it's not that simple. I can't talk. Why don't you try to relax a little bit? I'm not going to eat you. Also, you're shaking so much. I could generate electricity from all your shaking. Poor Naneko. Looks like she's in a tough spot. I don't know how they wound up like this, but Naneko doesn't seem to be enjoying this at all. This is nice. Giselle never wants to take a bath with me, so I'm glad I get to do this with you. This is embarrassing, but I've wanted to do this for quite some time. I've been homeschooled since I was young, so I never get to meet girls my own age. Meet girls? Your hair is so pretty and your skin is so smooth. You'll be so cute after I clean you from head to toe. I will make a woman out of you. You'll make a woman out of me. You've been acting a bit weird, Naneko, but don't worry, I won't bite. Now don't move too much or I can't wash your back properly. Hey, don't touch me. Not there. Well, it sure looks like they're having a lot of fun, but there is no time for thinking like that. I need to find a way out of here. Right now! Should I close the door or should I leave it open? What should I do? Slowly close the door. When I pull the door, it makes a loud noise. Eek! Hey, sit still, will you? Yeah, I was close. They didn't notice the door because Naneko shrieked just when I was closing the door. I should make use of this and fully close the door. The phone begins to ring at the worst moment possible. Is that Riel? Riel, please hang up. I'll call you back later. Oh, sounds like the phone is ringing. Huh? Oh no, they saw me. Hang on. All clear. No sign of all clear. No sign of any enemies. I will now proceed to clear the next room. Where could that criminal have escaped to? What? It's just you guys. I'm sorry for interrupting you. Don't mind me and carry on. Hold it right there. Did you really think such a lousy performance could fool us? Hey, peeping Tom. How dare you spy on us while we're bathing, you pervert. It's all a misunderstanding. I'll admit that I was sneaking a peek. No, don't admit that, you weirdo. Why would you put it like that? But I really thought there was an enemy inside the bathroom. Besides, this is my bathroom. Why are you here? The pervert dares to speak back to me. The door was clearly locked. Why'd you still try to come in here? Did you pick it open? You obviously wanted to spy on us, you filthy scumbag. Caught between Scylla and Charybdis. Don't you look at me. No, wait, you got it all wrong. Give me a chance to at least explain. Talk to the hand. I don't want to hear your pervert excuses. Now get the hell out of here. Hey, don't throw out at me. Ouch, it's piping hot. Oh boy. Well, I guess I'm partly to blame. But I didn't intend to spy on them. Why didn't she believe me? Darn. Anyway, I should get out of here as soon as possible. Who knows what Akira will do to me if I'm still here. I better get out of here quickly. Good grief, this is not my day. I'm soaking wet as well. Did she hang up the phone? Well, she'll probably try to call me again soon. Riel, that was seriously bad timing. Oh, the phone's ringing again. I think she finally finished telling all the guests. Riel, is that you? I don't have much time. I'll talk quickly. The voice at the other end sounds strange. It's too distorted so I can't make out the identity of the caller, even if it's a man or a woman. Who is this? It doesn't matter. I heard that Sir Raymond is dead. Be very careful. As the administrator of this facility, Sir Raymond was the only one who held everyone in place. Some of the people from the mansion will start doing bad things as they find out that he's gone. The administrator? Who are you? Are you one of the guests, or are you someone from the mansion? I can tell you that I was covertly investigating the truth about the island for an organization. That's all I can say. Now, just like you, I'm in imminent danger. I can no longer conceal myself. I was hoping to exchange information with you as much as possible, so we can overcome the situation together. That's why I made contact with you. I see, so you're a CIA agent or something like that? It's inconvenient that I don't know your name. A code name is fine. What do I call you? You can call me Wizards. I'm sorry, that's just kind of a funny name. I like that it's plural. You can call me Wizards. Just call me the Wiz. Wizards? Alright, Wizards. I have a few questions I would like to ask you. Alright, interrogation time. Do you have any idea who killed Thomas and Sir Raymond? The same person probably killed them. The killer is most likely one of the guests, not someone from the mansion. Huh? Jacob said something similar. How do you know that? The people on this island are using operatives from different agencies to monitor each other. If someone had made any suspicious moves, it would have been detected immediately. It's not easy to do anything with so many eyes watching your every move. Therefore, it's more likely that the killer is one of the guests. I see. But Sir Raymond was a pretty cautious man. He sent out invitations to several people to flush the traitor out. I don't think it would be so easy to kill that kind of person. Perhaps one of them found a way to outsmart him. Is it possible that someone from the mansion is helping the killer? It's possible. Sir Raymond stood in the way of those who would want to use the island's research for their own purposes. Some people from the mansion could have been secretly colluding with the killer because of the alignment of interest. If so, do the mansion staff know who the killer is? I'm not sure. But now that Sir Raymond's murder has been discovered, the killer has outlived their usefulness. If someone from the mansion was behind all of this, they would now eliminate the killer without hesitation. Of course, if the killer has a way to bargain for their life, that would change things. The killer was clever enough to manage to kill Sir Raymond. He or she most likely has a bargaining chip. I don't know what it could be, though. It's ironic, but the killer may be our lifeline right now. So you're saying that their lives are now in the hands of a killer. Isn't that ironic? Considering how Thomas and Sir Raymond were killed, I can say the killer harbored a grudge against them so much. What are your thoughts on that? This island was not just a base for prostitution, but the organ trade as well. This was extremely inhumane, as people were used for parts. Although the victims did not survive, the killer was likely someone connected to them. Or although this is unlikely, a client could have been driven mad by remorse. Organ trade. That's horrible. NP. What? That's horrible. NP. What's that mean? In any case, this is my educated guess about the killer. Wait. The trading of organs and prostitution are certainly inhumane, but they're only a part of this island's secret. The island was originally intended to be used for something else. Something else? I'd like to know more about Sir Raymond. What was his role on the island? Sir Raymond was a millionaire who was one of the facility's founders. He was responsible for planning the project. He was also the administrator who had jurisdiction of the island itself. Jurisdiction of the island? He is responsible for the many inhumane things that went on this island. The facilities of this island were controlled and monitored by him. However, it is just an ostensible side. It is said that some government agencies were involved in the management of this place. Government involvement, huh? That's why Sir Raymond was so important to the agencies. If they knew that he was killed, the agencies would not remain silent. But we can't contact them with them until the ship returns. Indeed, that's our current situation. It would likely take some time before the agencies realize what has happened. They will not make a move until then. Does that mean the killer has free reign until they're unmasked? Indeed. If any insiders from the mansion are assisting the killer, we could be in grave danger. We have to be on our guard. Betrayers might liquidate us all to make this much easier. Wasn't that just great? Be careful, Ikeda. Things have already become extremely dangerous. About Sir Raymond. Unfortunately, I told you everything I know. What I'm worried about now is whether his subordinates were really loyal to him or not. This is my intuition speaking, but there's something off about Vincent. Could he be the one pulling strings behind the scenes? It would be rather bad if he was our enemy. So will you tell me now what's happening on Shironagasu Island? Alright. Prostitution. Organ trade. All of these things that have been taking place on Shironagasu Island are just secondary activities. The real purpose of this island is the development of biological weapons. Oh! Got some umbrella stuff going on in here. Biological weapons? On such a remote island of the ocean? You know about Guantanamo Bay, don't you? Oh, of course. A U.S. military base built on a leasehold in Cuba. It's a black site where national and international laws don't apply. There was a lot of outrage when terrorists imprisoned there were tortured. What about it? Most developed countries have humanitarian frameworks that they adhere to, so as a result, they will have many restrictions in place. But sometimes a nation needs to do something that runs counter to its laws. Guantanamo is a good example of that. Some less scrupulous countries have carried out several invasions and have developed weapons without needing to adhere to humanitarian values. By doing so, they are eroding the position of countries that do not strictly uphold humanitarian laws. Shironagasu Island was set up as a way to bypass such humanitarian laws. This is the second black site built by the organization, a black site for the development of biological weapons. It goes against any humanitarian progress made in the last century? But not quite. This island is a necessary evil because it fills a need. At least that's how they justify it. I see. So what kind of biological weapons are they developing? Unfortunately, I haven't discovered that yet. However, it appears to be a kind of research that requires a lot of human test subjects. Customized virus development or a kind of genetic manipulation of the human body itself. I see. Well, it sounds like it'd be a tough problem to deal with in any case. So what do you want me to do? I want you to discover what the weapon is, and if possible, prevent it from falling into the hands of the people from the mansion. It could even be something as powerful as the nuclear weapons used during the Second World War. We must stop it from falling into the hands of an egotistical person at all costs. Yes. Yes. Egotistical is the thing we want to look out for, not sadistic or psychopathic. All of this is pretty alarming. And you're telling me to handle it all by myself? That's crazy. If we can get our hands on the weapon first, they won't be able to do anything to us. You can think of it as kind of life insurance. I suddenly hear static coming from the phone. It seems our time is up. I'll be in touch again soon. Hey, wait! Darn, they hung up. I wanted to ask them more things, but oh well. still got a lot of information. If all of this is correct, we might not live to see another day unless I do something about it. Guess I'll have to do some hardcore investigating right now. Perhaps I can also find a hidden communication device somewhere. I'm also worried about this biological weapon. If the people from the mansion are planning to use it, they'll have to be stopped. Ah! Hello? And you finally pick up the phone. Hey, what's going on? Is everything alright? I was worried that something happened because your line was busy for a while. Oh, hi, Riel. No, I'm fine. No problem. Have you been in touch with the other guests? Not quite. I can't get in touch with Neko and Akira. Would you happen to know where they are? They're alright. Those brats threw hot water. Never mind. They're in my room. Oh, that's a relief. I want to tell Riel about the conversation I just had, but it's too dangerous to talk about it on the phone. Why would you tell her about it? Keep it to yourself, buddy. Why do you keep telling people secret information? You don't know who the killer is. I should keep this quiet for now. We should be on our guard. We should stay together in a single place as much as possible. Yes! Why then did you say everyone needs to go into their rooms and be alone then earlier? And we shouldn't trust the people from the mansion anymore. I think you're right, but there's nowhere else we can go on this isolated island. Yeah, we're in a tough spot. We have to play with the cards we're dealt, whatever that means. I'll be in touch once I've taken care of things on my end. Be careful. You too, Riel. The card that was left inside the corpse by the killer. Was it left there to send me a message, or is it a trap? Alright, I guess I'll have to accept their invitation. Oh, you're still here, you pervert. What is that bloodstained card? Why do you have such a thing? Ew, gross. Naneko, Akira, listen to me carefully. Sir Raymond is dead. We just found out that he's been murdered. It appears that he was already dead around 2 a.m. Sir Raymond has been murdered? Ah, you're only making things up. Hoping that we'll forget about earlier, you scumbag. This is not a joke. There was a vacant room on the first floor, room 105. We found Sir Raymond's dead body in there. It's likely the handiwork of the same person who killed Thomas. Was that a dead body after all? I'm glad I didn't have to see it. And apparently the mansion staff can't be trusted either. I tell them what Wizards told me earlier. The development of biological weapons. This is the first time I've heard about that. This card was hidden inside Sir Raymond's body. This might be the key to his living quarters. I'm going to use this to sneak into Sir Raymond's living quarters. Do you really need to do that? And besides, it feels like it might be a trap. If we do nothing, things will get really bad. Even if it's dangerous, I still have to go. Naneko, Akira. It'd be best if you stayed together with everyone else in the same place. You'd also gather some food if you can. You make it sound as if there's nothing to be worried about. I'll be back. Keep an eye out for danger. Wait a minute. Naneko handed me a device that looks like a smartphone. I have modified it so they can be used on this island. You probably can use it for sending and receiving calls and messages to my personal Wanwano by the window. The device erases all messages after a set period of time, so any secret information can be... that's very helpful. This should be... come in handy, Naneko. I think that can be... but did not mean to cut off there. I think it will take some time to analyze Thomas's card. Ikeda, oh! You appear to have forgotten, but, I'm your partner, so let me tag along with you. Naneko, I appreciate that, but I can't allow you to come with me. Your strength is not physical, but mental. Use your brain to help everyone as much as possible. Don't talk to me as if you're gonna die. Akira, look after Naneko. Sure, you don't need to tell me that. You spying on us. I'll let it slide for now. Be careful, Ikeda. Alright, I'll see you later. Alright, I should be ready for whatever happens next. If I don't do anything, Naneko and the others will be in danger. As Wizard said, I need to take the initiative. No regrets, whatever happens. That's how I've always lived. Looks like I'll have the chance to prove myself again. Here goes nothing. Oh, now the elevator's working. Of course. Yeah, because... let's see, are we in Chapter 4 yet? No. Okay. We'll go a little bit longer then. Strange. The elevator was out of order earlier. It's working fine now. Alright, let's get this over with. What the? Uh-oh. That was the monster. That was the demon. Did you see it? Darn, what a situation. I have a nagging feeling that something really bad is about to happen. I need to get on top of this as quickly as possible. Now let's see, will this card work or not? Bingo. And unlock the door. So this really is the card to Sir Raymond's living quarters. Alright, there's no time to waste. Let's take a look inside. Let's see, is now... This appears to be the living room. It leads to another room. As far as I can see, this room doesn't appear to be very important. Although I have a feeling that there's something strange about it. No, I shouldn't look into little things right now. I need to keep Naneko and the others safe from the killer first. I'll open the door over there. What's this? What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? You've got to be kidding me. What the hell is going on? This room appears to be a carbon copy of Roy Higgins' study. Why is this here in this mansion? Am I hallucinating? I wish Naneko was here. Oh well. I guess I'll need to investigate this room with my detective powers. Alright. For some reason that eerie painting is upside down. Somehow this makes the painting even eerier. But why? What does that mean? That's so weird. The painting itself appears to be identical to the one in Roy Higgins' study. However, there's something wrong about it. Alright, I should look elsewhere. Nothing unusual about the chandelier. The fact that the room even exists is bizarre, though. The light switch doesn't appear to work either. Nothing unusual about the lights. I don't see the 5 towns outside the window, but the Aleutian sky and sea instead. It's so strange. The scenery feels unreal somehow. I should pay more attention to the interior. There doesn't seem to be anything unusual about the bookshelf. Strangely, it looks exactly the same. Why is it a copy of the one in Roy Higgins' study? Naneko might have noticed any differences. Nothing unusual about the floor. The place itself feels surreal, though. Yeah, I know. I should look elsewhere. There's a note on the desk. Card lost. 00L3C. What does that mean? It appears to be some kind of code, but Naneko might be able to make more sense of that. Nothing unusual about the photographs. It's so strange. They're the same ones as in Roy Higgins' study. The chair has been moved in exactly the same way. This can't be a coincidence. Even if Sir Higgins somehow made an exact copy of Lord Raymond's study, realistically this should not be possible. What is this place? Nothing unusual about the lights. I know, I'll send her this code with the device she gave me. Perhaps she can make more sense of this. Now what was that code again? Whoa. Ever since I entered the room I haven't been able to think straight. All I have to do is look at the note in front of me. Guard post. 00P3G. Huh? Was this the code? I thought it was different. What should I do? Should I send this code or send the previous code? Wait, it's definitely different from the code I saw before. I have a gut feeling that I should send the old code. The code I saw earlier must have been card lost 00L3C. I'll send her that code. I use the device and send Naneko the code. Alright. I feel as if something strange is happening right now. Is it just my imagination? Let's look. Is it different again? Something's not right. The situation is too unusual. I should check in with Naneko again. Ah! Looks like she sent me a reply. What is this gibberish? Is there a connection issue? Or is this one of Naneko's weird pranks? Whoa, what's going on? Darn, what's happening to me? I can no longer read the letters. My left brain half must be under the influence of something. There are hallucinogens in this room. I have to get out of here quickly. My vision is blurry. Darn, I can't move. They got me. Naneko. So was that room real then? We're end of the second phase. Proceed to the third phase. Chemical administration and IRS. Rescan start. Stemoceiver in operation. Access the memory area and start scanning. Commence play at 10 a.m. July 24th. Say what? Warning. Voltage abnormality detected to system C5. Third phase progress has been interrupted. Disconnected from the subject. Switch to safe mode. System reboot. System check started will complete in 5 minutes and 28 seconds. What? What is going on? Where am I? What happened? Darn, I feel like someone hit me on the head with a shovel. How long was I out? You finally woke up, Ikeda. Naneko? Where are we? What's going on? That thing killed everyone. Everyone is dead. I'm the only one who managed to make it here. I feel like we're headed toward a bad ending. Ikeda, I managed to break into the system and pause the program, and I think it will restart eventually. I tried to remove your restraints, but I couldn't. I'm not strong enough. Killed? By a thing? I don't know what it is. It could have been the demon of Shironagasu Island. The demon of Shironagasu Island, that creature. I wonder if it's a biological weapon that was being developed on this island. Darn, I can't move. Ikeda, the people from the mansion appear to be trying to extract something out of your memory. A memory from the past, and they're replaying your memories of July 24th as if it's real. But it's all fake. Don't let them fool you. If you somehow manage to realize that it's fake, you might be able to regain consciousness. Fake? What I've been experiencing just now was a memory that was being replayed? July 24th, what could they be looking for? Suddenly something that sounds like a scream can be heard, and Neko is shaking all over. It's here! What do we do? If we don't do anything, it will come in here. And Neko is shaking. She thinks for a while. Eventually she smiles at me wryly. Ikeda, my life hasn't really been that great. It's been more unpleasant than fun, but still, I had a lot more fun when I was with you. Hang on, Neko. What are you saying? What are you going to do? The door lock system is only connected on the outside, so this room can only be locked from the outside. Ikeda, this is probably the end, so I'll just say it. I love you. What? Neko, don't go. Don't go! And Neko staggers through her feet and opens the door. What is going on? This is weird. Something's going on here. Darn, what can I remove these restraints? Neko, wait, I'm coming. I can hear the howl of the monster again. Then a dull sound as if something is crushed. No! Neko! System check complete. No voltage abnormalities. Returning to the third phase. Chemical administration. NIRS rescan start. Stim receiver in operation. Access memory area and commence scanning. Commence play from 10 a.m. on July 24th. Neko, you silly girl. You're always so timid. How could you sacrifice yourself for my sake? Neko, please tell me it isn't true. A drug is injected by a needle in my vein, and a cold sensation spreads through my arm. No, I'm losing consciousness. Will I experience that day all over again? This world, could it be for real? I have no idea. Up. Wake up. If you don't, things will get worse. We're running out of time. This world will be... Please wake up. Please, Ikeda. Send Ikeda. What? Was I dreaming? When did I fall asleep? Maybe I'm just tired and working too hard. Anyway, I should stop thinking about work. Guess I'll have to go look for her. What? The signboard is all messed up. This world is not real? What? I feel as if I've forgotten something very important. Maybe this world really isn't real. Now, what am I thinking? I shouldn't be having such silly thoughts right now. Anyway, I have to look for her. Ahem. Her? Who am I supposed to meet again? I can't remember. Who do I have to meet? Why am I here? This world is not... Ugh. The bad ending! It was a bad ending, just like I thought. There we go. That was so weird. So... Dead end. Okay. So is that just a possibility in one ending? Or what? That's weird. Well, hey, now's a good time to stop. So next time we'll try to pick a better option. So, you know, we don't have a bad end. But that's interesting. I'm pretty invested so far. This is going places. Alright, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.